Now? There we go.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm just turn that down before we get it.
There we go.
Ow.
We're looping.
John's mom said hi to you, Elvis.
It's the Elvis
Hi,
fan
Elvis
club.
Moran. Now my mom's even part of the Elvis fan.
Yes.
Alright, so we have sound.
Oh, he goes, hey.
So we have sound.
Hey, girl, hey.
We have friends.
We exist now.
We have the Elvis fan
We
club.
have the Elvis fan club.
Oh, she said hello to us.
I'm always the first one.
Yeah.
You talking, so it's kind of
The guys are out of frame.
there. We go.
Well, Nick's gonna be good with the camera as always. 'Cause...
Damn it, Nick.
Damn it, Nick. You're
So
blocking my
now
view.
we have the action storage.
Sorry about that, everybody.
So welcome to the action storage. Tonight we'll be playing our final episode of Masks. And then next week we will start with a new lineup. Mostly on Tuesdays we'll be doing a dungeon crawling kind of thing, where you can spend your points to affect things in our little dungeon crawl. We'll be able to like buy items and spawn monsters and get quests and do all kinds of stuff. It should be a really good time. And the players will have to. Well, hopefully the viewers will be for that one. And then Wednesdays we'll be playing Curse of Strahd, and the next Thursday I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do yet. We were tossing around some ideas, so maybe we'll have something. So we'll see. And with that, let's get on with it. So last time in Halcyon City, you guys broke Redwing out of the Aegis prison. Uncovered that the Aegis, the head of Aegis, is actually an evil villain, and that he is in league with Dominus. A fight broke out in his office. You found out that the leader of Aegis actually has a power that negates other powers, and which he could turn on and off at will. And the reason why you guys couldn't use your powers within the facility was because of this aura that he has. It's so strong. Now, you guys took him out anyway, and ended up fighting Dominus, who enlarged himself and has now begun rampaging on the city. You guys fled from the battle, and
Tactical retreat.
a tactical retreat, yeah, sure. And now you are all wherever you go to regather yourselves. And so starting off tonight, let's get it like a comic panel, maybe a couple panels that sort of just tell the story of leaving the fight and then the immediate after. Of where you go and what you do. Did she go home?
I'll take care of that.
Did Arnie go home?
Oh no, Alfie! Alfie, no! Your job is done!
DJ Ruben, calm down.
And so we'll start off with Frozen. Yeah, let's start off with Frozen. Yeah.
No. I guess I skated off. Probably back to my house. Back to my room just to kind of like, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And probably just stand there staring at a wall.
Okay. Yeah. What about Redwing?
Well, after my moment with Siemens, I start making my way back to my mentor's lair this time.
Okay. What did you do while you were there?
Stock up on some gear that he's given me, and actually some of his this time.
Okay. As you're going through, are there any sentimental moments? Like do you see like maybe like a photograph of the two of you, or maybe like something that stirs a memory? Like
It's like a photograph of like the first person we bought in he took for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I start actually grabbing some of his gear to mix with mine.
Okay, yeah. And so you start putting on parts of his attire. Okay. Thrash.
Who did I have with me? I think I have Infinity with me. I guess she was on my shoulder, right?
Who?
Infinity.
Infinity?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So where do you,
Somewhere.
so you guys together, where do you, directly after the fight, where do you go?
I guess we go back to the base and look at the damage. Probably.
Okay. And do you guys have like a conversation while you're on the way there? Do you guys like...
I think our conversation was like within the lines of
I feel like we're just like we can't let these people get where they want us to be.
yeah.
Okay. And then when you arrive at the base, what do you do?
I guess we just look at the carnage. I guess they would have like destroyed pretty much everything there. Or they just leave.
It's just Dominus.
Oh.
Yeah, just Dominus.
So I'm talking about when they like came and arrested us.
Oh, yeah. So there was a lot of wreckage there too.
Yeah.
Things have been ripped out of the like panels have been ripped
Yeah.
out of the computer. The place is like just totally defunct.
So
So you guys return to a base that is broken, essentially.
I guess we're just checking all that stuff. See if there's anything useful.
Infinity, who I just realized, like, you traveled back in time and you're still living with your parents. Yeah, your room is just like completely torn up as well, and like
Oh my word!
yeah, they've gone through all your stuff, and and perhaps you guys were expecting to see Redwing, but he is not at the base. Xeno.
We figured.
Xeno. Xerox.
Yeah. Just making
Do I introduce my character at all, or skip straight into the scene?
Do you introduce? Oh, no, I guess we're not.
Skip straight. Okay, well, it's a 3-panel scene. The first panel is it's me tucking Jimmy Jr. into bed, even though he's already asleep.
Well, let's start directly after the fight. Where do you so you're fleeing the fight, right? And then you go immediately to talk to Jimmy Jr.
I go immediately home. Yeah.
Okay. And do you take your bike? And do you is there like a moment where you're like removing the mask to go inside and like?
Oh yeah. No, I go behind Big Mike's Pizza and disrobe, put my street clothes back on, and then go home.
Okay.
And the first panel is me tucking Jimmy Jr. in bed. The second panel, and he's already sleeping.
Okay.
The second panel is Molly in her dad's study, giving him a big hug. And then the final scene is her in her room texting Mason Charlie.
Okay. And what do you say to Mason Turner?
I say, well, I ask him, how things are going with his blog, make some small talk, and then I'll tell him it's really good to have a friend like you.
Yeah, and he's gonna send you back you're being weird kind of text, and like little laughy emojis. Laughy emojis.
Little does he know.
So Malice, when the big fight went down, where were you? What were you doing?
I was asleep.
The whole fight.
Yeah, my alarm thing just couldn't wake me up.
Red Wing's working on like a device that delivers a small shock. But then you hack it, so
Every time.
so maybe you'll awake to the sounds of alarms and helicopters and just general panic, not only in the streets but also within your apartment building as well. if you look out the window, you will be able to see in the distance this giant purple guy who you recognize as Dominus. And he's basically just walking through the city and just blowing up like buildings and helicopters and stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab my dad and teleport us to the headquarters.
Okay. So, so what kind of reaction does your father give you?
Well, he knows I can teleport.
Okay.
But he's probably just worried because he sees what's happening to the rest of the city.
Okay. And so you grab him, and then in the next panel, you like I like to imagine that your character kind of like literally is drawn walking through panels, like walking through to the next panel as part of her like teleportation. So like you like walk into the next panel with Infinity and Thrash and you guys and with your dad.
Yeah.
So and your dad's just like Cat, what is going on?
I don't know. I just woke up.
Where are we?
What's going on, guys?
So
Who are these people?
These are my friends. They're
You
gonna
have
tell us.
friends?
No.
And he gives you a
they're
big
my-
hug and he says, Cat, I am just so proud of you.
Oh,
My little girl has friends. He gives you a big kiss on the forehead.
oh, that's so
He rubs your
awesome.
hair, like rubs your head a little bit.
Okay.
I'm so pleased to meet you. I'm
I
Dan.
am. I'm
Okay.
imagining. I imagine like Thrash and I are giving each other like
We're just like,
the like big grin and like not what we expected of her dad like at all. Like we know like he's a good guy, but like him being like the typical like white dad. It's just so
How do you
funny.
know he's the way? Yeah.
He sure as hell is acting like one.
So what's going on? I just ignore my dad completely.
Teleport him to the bottom
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
ocean.
yeah.
What's going on?
So Dominus completely is like just destroying the city. We found out that the leader of Aegis he has a power that can turn off other people's powers. And he's working with Dominus. We tried to like hold him hostage and take him, but that just seemed to piss Dominus off, and now he's just like rampaging through the whole freaking city.
we're not even sure where that guy is anymore.
Yeah, and I have no idea. I think Dominus took him, but he may be dead for all I know, and I really don't care.
And the Council of Heroes is still missing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, do they got a surprise when I walk through this.
Now, and the Council of Heroes doesn't affect your mentor abilities or whatever. Like if there's like a mentor ability that you need to use, like there's one where you can go and ask for advice.
Right.
We can work that out.
Okay.
Like via some pre-recorded message.
Or
I'm sure he has like filed every scenario with like advice.
When your girlfriend breaks up with you, here you go, son.
I feel like we do have like a butler. I feel like the butler could just take his place, kind of thing, for now. If you want to do that.
Maybe I don't want to tarnish that relationship with the butler.
I understand. Fair.
So
This damn kid.
so you've arrived there now. Redwing, back to you. So you're at your mentor's base.
Yeah.
You've got his stuff on. What's your next move? And would you like to assess?
I would love to assess. The next move is definitely getting everyone back together at a safe location to figure out what to do next. The bright side is when I roll assess the situation, I get automatic one question. What is it for assess the situation? I don't have the paper. It is
Nick doesn't have a favorite.
superior.
One job.
So 8.
So 8. So you get what?
2 with your +1?
I get 1 + 1. So
Okay. So you get 2 questions. So basically, this like the basic situation is that Dominus is rampaging through the goddamn city,
Right.
and everybody has like fled their separate ways and is kind of licking their wounds in their own way. And you are the adults are gone, and it's up to you guys to save not only this timeline but the other one as well.
Right. What here can I use to stop him?
Okay.
And how could we best end this quickly? Seem like the only 2 reasonable ones for this.
So how much does Red Wing know about your situation?
1%.
In what fact?
Like in the way that you are a time traveler who has come back in time to stop Dominus essentially, and there are these memories that you have with these people. John Forge.
Finn Nicole's character as Malice.
He's so mean to me.
I feel like everybody knows I'm a time traveler,
Uh-huh.
but it's not something I'm always like rubbing in their faces.
Right.
But they know that my duty here is to prevent the end of the world happening.
Okay.
Regarding knowing how I have lost my memories and how I regain them randomly, I don't really know because it's kind of random to me as well.
Well, but how much have you told Red Wing? How much have you told your dad?
I told him he's my dad. I told him about my mom.
Sorta.
Sorta, yeah. But I don't think I've told anybody about the rules that people fulfill, if that's what you're getting at.
Okay, cool.
We kind of went over that last time, though, didn't we? Whenever
She
we
gave
were
us
there.
spark notes.
Well, in the big scene in the office.
Oh, well, I guess they know about Thrash becoming, because I did tell the girls, I think, that Thrash could potentially be a issue in the future.
Well, I'm saying, like, I thought last time, like, we were in the office.
Where he
kinda-
told you
He
to-
kind of said it, like, all. Too, didn't
He told you to give up the future
Yeah.
us.
And I was like, nah.
And then you
You told
said
me
to everyone-
and your mom that we're meant to be together. You told him he's
Yeah.
going to become the giant thing again.
Yeah.
you told Mal she's going to be the traitor.
That
Was
is
it
true.
something else?
And
The
Frozen
rest of them, I can't
His
remember.
brother or something.
Yeah.
We don't remember.
Okay. So with this information in your head, you think, what here can I, what questions did you ask?
Put it back.
What here can I use?
To
Used
stop
to
him.
stop him, and
Okay.
then
How
how
best
could
can we-
end this quickly? Yeah.
So you're just at your you're at your wit's end, right? You've got your mentor stuff on, and you're like I don't know, maybe you're like why can't I be as good as this is when we need a real hero, why can't I be this hero? And maybe you're like going through this like alone because he's not there, right? And then you have this like flash of insight, you're this something your mentor would be proud of. It all links back to infinity. And you start flashing through the people in your mind, the people that are on her list, the memories that she has. And you start tracing this map of people and events. And you think that is the key to stopping Dominus, is to prevent Dominus from ever coming into power and to prevent those people from becoming what they were supposed to become.
Breaking up with your mom. I'm just kidding.
Well, that means I'm gone.
I'm kidding.
Well, and you realize that too, that's one of the things that can't happen.
Sorry. So, can't betray us, can't go crazy. I forgot what this is. Oh, you're the hero to her, so I can't change that one. Okay.
And Storm can't be a martyr, and Vincent Van McMahon can't be a builder, and Jessica Miles Carbine can't be a leader.
Well, Carbine's not the leader. Alright.
Well, leader of, like, in the future, she's a leader of, like, an anti-Aegis, right? Or, like, to stop Dominus, right?
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
The rebellion.
Mhm.
The resistance.
Well, we already stopped
Resistance.
McMahon. We already stopped McMahon with his Thanos snap. I
Is he
think.
dead, or is he just...
We don't know where
we
he
don't know
is.
where
We don't
he
know
is.
where
We're assuming that part's fixed.
We're assuming he's just gone.
You're assuming that part.
Well, I gotta make a phone call. To everyone. Especially the two that are the rebellious ones of the group.
What's that?
So I'm going to the base.
So, so you're going to the old base?
Yeah.
Okay. And, Frozen.
Yes.
A knock on your door.
Oh.
As you're staring blankly at the wall.
I answer.
As you do.
I open the door.
So, when you open the door, it is your brother.
Ew.
And your father. And your mother. Ooh. And they're all smiling.
Oh no! I close the door.
Honey, we just wanted to congratulate you on your first heist. We heard that you broke into Aegis. That you even killed the leader.
That was a good thing, I swear.
I lied to y'all. Not really. Villain.
It's okay, honey. You're at home now. You don't have to continue being a villain. Being a villainous villain is, it's quite overplayed, even in my day. Come on down and have some cake.
Cake.
Okay. We're gonna have cake. What kind of cake?
It's ice cream cake, obviously.
Oh!
Oh, hell yeah. Obviously.
Should've known.
Yeah, and your mother is, like, even doing the little, is even doing, like, the little, like, sing-song voice as she's, like, like slicing up the little pieces, and they're still in, like, their villain attire, so your dad's got, like, his ice crown and, like, his villain cape, and your mom's still got her, like,
Elsa dress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
okay.
Elsa dress, but, and then, like, these, like, ice spike, just, like, shoulder pads, and, like, so,
Here comes the Elvis fan club.
Like somebody said something nice.
John's
Cheesecake.
dad voice is goat.
Yeah, it is.
Nice dad voice.
Thanks, it's goat.
It's goat.
So, and everybody will sit down and have ice cream cake.
Cake
And,
For
cheesecake.
the love of God, can it be cheesecake?
And he will, and they'll just also kind of sit there quietly for a moment. Your beeper begins to go off.
Looks like I gotta go, guys.
And your brother pays you no mind. He's like sneaking a second slice of cake and looking dastardly about it. Your father will say, another villainous job.
Total.
That's so funny to me.
Yes, Dad. Another villainous job.
Oh, what are you going to do this time? Are you going to rob a bank or?
Oh.
Perfect time to do it.
Just tell him it's gonna be a surprise.
Maybe take over the world?
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
As it begins to snow furiously in the room.
A
like-
blizzard.
Okay, Dad. Thanks for the blizzard.
Love you, sweetie. And your mom is just like, I'm so proud.
I am flying on my ice skates out of there.
Meanwhile, in the background, as you fly out in the background, like you can still see like Dominus like rampaging through the city. Like,
They have no idea.
Has this not made the news yet?
no, it has.
Oh.
They just
Oh,
don't care.
Look out the window.
Yeah. Your parents are basically just like Like, this shit happens all the time. It's like, okay, so yeah, Dominus is rampaging through the city, yeah, okay. It's a little overplayed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little unoriginal.
The name, though. The name's different.
A little
He's
unoriginal.
a different guy.
Yeah, some good guys with a big robot are gonna show up and beat his ass, you know, or like, you know, through the power of friendship, you know. Like,
Oh God.
That might
We're not the Power Rangers. We're not doing that. No.
That would solve all of our issues.
We're not combining all our weapons.
so over ice cream cake, your family's just roasting Dominus, like
Purple. Oh, that's so last year.
The roof comes
Is
off.
he wearing a leotard?
I want to visit your parents.
If only I had my innocence in danger.
Molly Murphy.
Yeah, I'm still in my room. I'm getting ready to head to the base, but I'm gonna make one final text to Mason.
Okay.
What's up, Mason?
Yeah, he's,
Do it.
what's up?
Do what you say.
There's something I gotta tell you.
Question mark.
Question.
No question mark.
Question mark back.
I have something to tell you.
I've been keeping a secret for a long time now.
He says, you see him typing, and then it says, "Oh my God, are you coming out to me?" He says, hold on, 1 second, I want to get it on video.
No, put the video down. I'm trusting you with a very serious secret.
Okay.
And believe me, your friendship is very dear to me, and I realize this might jeopardize it.
Mhm.
But it's important for me to tell you, especially in this time, now, that I'm Xerox.
And the thing just goes silent for like a minute. And then he says, and you see like, bah ha ha, like laughing out loud, like good one.
Sends a selfie in uniform.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
And then he says, "You're so weird." And he says, he asks what you're doing, and on the last, he asks what you're doing on the eve of the apocalypse.
You know, the usuals. Paint my nails, taking a shower, getting ready for bed.
And he says, boring. He says, there's a party going on. The last night alive party.
You
These
know
kids
me,
are pretty
I'm not usually for
metal.
parties.
He's like, but it's literally the last night. Dominus is gonna like destroy everything. Council of Heroes is gone.
Okay, I'll make an appearance.
And he says,
I'll meet you there.
yeah, he says, awesome.
Why do I feel like our fight's gonna drag through the middle of that?
That should be awesome.
Because you're a storyteller as well. So yeah. So after that happens, you get a beep on your watch.
With a different symbol.
Huh?
I want it to be a different symbol.
What?
Instead of mine, it's Talon symbol on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good talent symbol.
Well, I'm a little confused. So.
I'll say I probably would be leaving
You
then.
tell us it's you, or
Oh, you guys would know it's talent
we
symbol.
would know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well,
that's even more confusing.
so maybe it even like rekindles this hope maybe that there's
So the council is back.
the council is back. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so that'll happen, and then what was I gonna say? And then as you're rushing to leave, your father will step into the doorway, and he will tell you that he doesn't want you to leave.
But there's a party.
He doesn't want you to go outside.
I'm just going out for a little while.
He says, there's a purple man destroying the city. We need to leave town now. And he's telling you he doesn't want to freak out your brother, but he's packing up some stuff, and he wants you to pack up some stuff as well. And your grandma's gonna meet you guys in a half an hour, and we're getting out of town.
Okay. I'll play along with the charade. I'll go act like I'm packing. I'll pack up some clothes and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Jump out the window.
And basically jump out the window.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So. You guys all meet back up at base. Now, Malice and Infinity and Thrash are already there. And then, basically you guys meet outside, and is there anything that happens, like, when you guys sort of come together outside? The three of you.
I was actually going to come after everyone, sorry.
Huh.
I'm going to try to make a grand entrance after everyone's in
Okay,
there.
well, very well done.
Just walk away.
It's like I see them. Wait.
So Molly and or Xerox and Ice Princess will show up at the same time. Then, is there any interaction there?
Yeah, there would be an interaction there. Especially, you're a newer member, right?
Yeah.
So,
She's your recruit.
Well, and also the last time you guys saw each other, you were both fleeing in different directions from a difficult fight.
Yeah.
right.
You guys hug each other.
How are you holding up?
A little freaked out. Don't know what to do. Don't understand the symbol on our watch. What about you?
Make sure
Yeah,
nobody
so
has that.
I guess the council's alive.
I hope so. My parents are proud of me. They better be alive.
Your parents are proud of you?
Sadly.
No, congratulations.
It's not a good thing.
You turned your
But
parents
thank
to
you.
Well, through it all, I just wanted to let you know that it's been a pleasure and an honor working with you. And hopefully we can make it through this.
I hope the same. It was great working with you too.
Hug.
And the elevator will drop down, and the doors will open. You'll see the rest of the team there, except for Red Wing, the Thrash and Malice and Infinity. What do they walk in on? Like, what's the pose? Like when they walk in?
They're
Like,
hugging.
Infinity's
no,
eating
for
cereal.
you
Not for us.
three. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm like going through the debris of my room and
Uh-huh.
trying to piece anything salvageable.
Get all the
Together.
buttons on your sword.
I'll help you.
But it's like anytime I pick up a piece of paper, it just like crumbles to dust in my hand, and I'm like, oh, no.
Malice.
I'm trying to help her.
Okay.
She's like, what's this?
Thrash.
I'm kind of there just like laying back on the wall and just
Not
arms
helping.
crossed.
Try not to fall asleep.
Yeah, just looking at everything.
So that's what you guys walk into. When they walk in, what is your guys' reaction?
I'll jump up with a slightly singed piece of paper, and I'm like, look, something salvageable. Dust. Dang it.
I'm sorry.
I'll run and give Malice a big hug because she wasn't there last time, and I've been just really worried about her.
I blush.
It's nothing. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. So what are we going to do about this giant purple guy rampaging through the city?
Can
It's
the
okay. We got a. The council's alive.
What?
You're,
Did you get the alert?
it's just going off, but I'll have it on mute.
You would have gotten the alert, yeah.
Okay.
And then the door opens and Red Wing comes in. He doesn't look like he doesn't look exactly the same. He's wearing his mentors, some of his mentors' gear.
Instead of red, it's like silver and metallic. Don't judge me.
There's no comments about it.
Don't hate my fashion choices right now.
So,
What the heck is this?
Yeah.
Is this like what's his uniform like in the future? Is it like this or is it
Red
red?
Wing.
it was more like this and less like Red Wing.
Interesting. So this, you're like,
I
oh,
think
now
maybe-
I can see you as my dad. That was a bit clear.
Yeah, maybe in the future, like he took on the complete mantle of Talon, instead of forging his own like identity.
Okay.
Maybe. So maybe this is the gear that you would have recognized him in.
You have a form like, who's this loser? Lol. Wanna be Talon? Oh wait, that's my dad.
Did they take away her sword when they all went to the prison?
Yeah, but she would have gotten it back.
Yeah, my Buster sword. Oh
Okay.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
that.
I was just wondering because since I went to the armory to get my belt before we left, kind of thing, I was making sure I got her sword.
Yeah, everybody got their shit back.
Okay. Y'all ready?
What's the plan?
Well, and like I toss. What would something your scientist guy would have that the council would have of his?
Oh yeah.
How would you have that?
Maybe some kind of device.
My mentor slayer. I feel like he would have something of each of the council members, kind of thing. I know how to beat everybody.
Oh yeah, you would have a combustion thing. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I was going to like start tossing like.
Some giant grenades. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
I was going to like for each person give them something of the council and be like, as for your message, we're the council now.
What?
Okay.
So as you hand a token to each person. Although, is there enough to go around? I don't know if there is. There's like 5 members in the council.
I don't need one.
I don't need mine.
I figure she's an exception.
I don't.
I figure
I mean, I
daughters
need
don't get
one.
special treatment.
Maybe you should give her
It was
something of yours.
it was
Super stretch,
yeah, super stretch,
combustion,
Jerry,
Talon,
and Tank Girl.
Yeah.
Tank.
Maybe that's what you can do. Give like something to each of us and give something.
Yeah, didn't
to
you get to
her
talk
of
to Tank Girl
yours.
somewhat? Was it you? I think it was Malice. I
Yeah.
feel like it would be fitting if she got Tank Girl. I want a Tank Girl token.
Okay.
Tank Girl token.
Yeah.
TT.
Which is just a Glock. A
It's
modified
fitting.
Glock.
It's fitting. For you, I hand you like combustion's like bracer. Jerry's like glasses.
Goggles.
Maybe there's like something special about them.
Yeah,
like Tony Stark glasses.
Yeah, they look badass.
Yeah.
Also, I would have wrote a note to my dad explaining everything, just so he doesn't worry, and he will make sure to get everybody out of town
Okay.
instead of
When you say everything,
Huh?
When you say everything, do you mean
Everybody.
your cover?
everybody. My grandma and my brother.
You told them all the truth.
I tell him.
Alright. And you tell them about your identity.
I have to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Look
to
what
keep
you're doing. Yeah.
That's the only way to keep him.
What does Molly get of super stretch? They got that substance mimicry thing kind of going on.
Yeah, I could give you like the gloves that she wore. Like it was something she used, like user abilities kind of thing.
Who?
The
Super stretch.
super stretch.
Oh, super stretch.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, whatever.
And for you, I actually give you my old staff.
cool.
It would be cool. Actually, it would be cool if your Buster Blade was actually destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
or taken from you, and you're like left without it.
And now I have a staff.
Yeah.
expandable.
You notice like all the buttons are the exact same that was on your sword. Because I made it.
Awesome, thank you. Glittery enemy eyes.
As for your mom getting you something, you have to talk to her about that.
I don't even know where my mom is.
So,
Elevator comes down.
so yeah, it's Red Wing. So you hand out the tokens. What's the plan?
Didn't think this far. Well, seeing how the future needs to change, you two, I know there's been times that we didn't feel like a group altogether, but you two are part of this team. And y'all need to know that. Because I don't want either of you killing me in the future. Or...
This kindness makes me uncomfortable. What are you doing?
I'm not... I'm sorry.
Skeptical now.
Yeah.
And as for you...
Now it's a death that we're going to turn.
Instead of becoming the beast and letting it take control of you, I think it might be more fitting for you to take control of it and beat him. You do you. Because I don't want your future to change. That's the one future I don't want to change.
So why do we have to change?
Yeah. What's wrong with my future?
Yeah.
Because I don't want either of you to try to kill me.
Why do you think we try to kill
There
you?
were attempts, it's okay. They all failed.
At first.
We just have to throw a snowball at you.
Every
The
interview.
bomb
Every...
inside of it.
Yeah, I got this grenade bracelet now, like...
Maybe I shouldn't have gave you that bracelet.
Frozen will get old and be the melted. Mouse will get old and become just cranky.
I'm already cranky. But yeah. More cranky.
Crankier.
You're giving me heat for a person that controls ice.
I gotta balance you out.
You're like, what was his name?
Todoroki.
Todoroki.
Yeah. One side can be ice, one side can be flame.
It's a good hand.
I have a staff.
Hitting every button to figure out what it is.
Probably hit myself in the process. And what is it? Ow!
So I guess you tell us about your mentor's symbol that he wasn't being summoned by him.
It was me. I'm picturing like the symbols like clear as day on the chest kind of thing.
It was Red Wing's, Red Wing's announcement that you guys are the heroes now. That you guys must take the place of the council and save this day.
So they're not alive.
Well,
They're better. They got an upgrade. Us.
That
Could
hasn't
be.
worked.
I like to think that they're still alive somewhere.
Now, what about the other people on the list?
AKA Cygnus, Storm, Vincent McMahon, and Carbine.
So as for Storm, is the most we can keep him out of this, the better. As for Cygnus, same thing.
He hasn't all eaten ice cream cake.
I mean, unless you're gonna be freaking my mom during the fight.
Well,
I
I
don't think you
mean,
got a lot to worry about.
I'm wondering, should we roll? Like, I know you had like a speech with everyone. I wonder if we should roll that.
Roll what?
I can use my mentor's ability if you want.
Are we rolling?
Well, because he went around individually to each character or each player and kind of like set them. But really, you're trying to change their actions in the future. Like, what is it? Malice you becomes a traitor. Frozen becomes the betrayer,
Mm-hmm.
and Thrash becomes the monster.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Infinity will become beyond.
so what you're really trying to do is to stop them from becoming that, and I think you should roll a provoke.
Okay. Mind if I get that sheet?
For each one or just one for everybody?
For each one.
Each one?
So like after
Good
your
luck!
yeah after your talk with
start
Malice, we'll start there.
We'll start with Malice.
Yeah. And for PCs, it's different. So, So
Well,
with
some-
10 plus, you
well,
get
something
both
good.
options, but on the 7 through 9, you get to choose one.
Right. So +2.
Or they get to choose, I think.
Well, I don't think somebody's changing.
This is Malice.
5.
I heard her shoes
What am I
squeak and
doing?
stuff.
So he's trying to provoke you to not become the traitor in the future.
Okay.
And he has rolled a 5 to provoke you.
Somebody wants to use that team pool. Kidding.
6.
Which just
7.
means that he just
Backfire.
straight up fails. But why would he fail? Is I guess what we're trying to reconcile through the mechanics of the game.
Well, how did you explain her becoming a traitor? Because I failed the roll, and then I remember you said something. I don't remember how.
Man, I can't remember exactly either.
Is it about me?
Why would you? What would make you betray the group? What would make you betray your line of work as a hero?
Your friends.
Alcohol.
Well, yeah,
Alcohol.
if they keep saying they're my friends too many times, it's gonna piss me off.
Well, maybe your dad is being held hostage or something. Because I feel like you would do anything for your dad.
Yeah.
Like if they were like, listen, we'll return your dad, but you have to betray your friends.
Oh, by the way, he's still in the background. He's like trying to figure out the microwave, but it's not actually a microwave. It's like a neutrino bomb. So like, oh hey guys,
Dan.
Dan.
Oh, Dan.
That's a
nice
bomb.
to meet you.
Dan is the corruptor. It all becomes clear. Beep, beep, beep.
Dan, don't.
It's a heck of a microwave we got here.
I wouldn't touch that. You're gonna nuke something, though.
There's cold cuts in the fridge.
And I think your toaster oven's broken. And he points to the I don't even know what.
Like our mainframe
the
computer?
fabricator, yeah. It's got like half a cheese sandwich in there.
Damn.
Thrash got hungry.
What's me?
I just thought everybody would like a grilled cheese.
Oh, you're sweet.
I can't be mad at you, but the kitchen's over there.
I like that idea.
Okay.
Something must happen in the future with my dad, so
Okay.
I will betray the team to save him.
Okay.
Which is why I would reject your influence of trying to change that, because
It's not me. It's the situation.
well,
I'll
it's
take
you
it.
too, but my dad.
You're
Yeah,
part of it.
she doesn't strike me as one for like
Authority.
emotional one-on-ones.
Oh, yeah, no.
With Red Wing.
Yeah, especially not Red Wing. Maybe Infinity, but no, not Red Wing.
Oh god, now I gotta do Frozen.
Yeah.
Now you're free to go.
Ooh, I'm doing that more often. 10.
Okay.
So
So you and she becomes the.
she's basically she turns away from the hero's path according to my history books.
Oh,
so
she becomes the villain, yeah,
Like
so-
actually becomes the villain.
Right. And
You fall susceptible to the influence.
and in what world could you see yourself becoming the villain? Like, what keeps you from becoming a villain now?
What keeps me is my parents just being flat out annoyed about it.
Rebellion.
Rebelling against them.
Right.
Fight the power.
So I guess if like people keep seeing me as a villain, I would probably just end up becoming it just to like fine, I'll be the villain, so that's the only thing I'm good at.
Right.
Oh, that's so
Do
sad.
you feel like your friends also help keep you away from that path? Like if your friends are removed, do you feel like that would, like if the team broke up and you were by yourself again?
Could this be combustion related?
I feel like I do. I'm always like trying to be her and Mouse's friend because of that as well. I'm always like, girl, sleep over. Let's have a good time.
See, I would say everybody helps. Keeps me in line. I feel like if I was solo, I'd probably lean more towards an eviler
Or
path.
what if your parents were gone?
Ooh.
My parents were gone.
See, she doesn't want to admit that it would bug her, but it does.
That's my family.
Yes.
But I hate them. But it's my family.
But I do like being nagged by them, kind of. I like rebelling.
I like the
What do I do?
I don't know anything else other than rebel.
I was gonna say maybe combustion being gone kind of like takes away the mentorship of somebody trying to make you good.
Probably.
That's true too. Yeah.
So I just have my parents, the media, and then sometimes we fail missions and stuff.
Oh, and the media definitely makes you feel like a villain. They won't let that label go. Like they constantly label you as a villain. So whatever he says turns you away from the villainous path. And I don't know what he would have said to do that. What did you say earlier? And does that jive with kind of like what Frozen would want to hear?
I feel like me hitting Combustion's brace. What did I say? What bracer? I forgot what. And saying that you are part of this team could have a little effect on you. Kind of sparking.
Yeah. I guess.
If you need
I guess
more,
that could work.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead, give me more.
Or like, what do you think? Like, what's most interesting to you?
I guess I want reassurance that I'm actually doing good and not evil.
Okay.
So I think it's kind of more what I'm looking for.
Like reassurance, like
Yeah, that I'm
or
more
validation that you are the
Yes.
hero that you want to be. Like you are actually that you're trying to do good and you are doing good, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of like a sad thing on after I say all that to everybody, be like, plus this is totally going to piss off your parents.
So maybe he offers you that, and he offers you the validation that you have a hero's heart, that you are doing good, and like maybe he's not that. Maybe he is that cheesy. He is kind of cheesy. So maybe
I am the group dad, and I think that's what pisses Malice off the most.
You're what?
I'm the group dad, and that pisses you
No,
off a
you're
little.
So,
Oh god, you. I don't want to mess this one up.
1 for 1.
all right, you have to turn away. You have to turn
piss me
Thrash
off
away
earlier.
from becoming a monster.
Nice. 10 again.
So what does it take? What does it take, Elvis, for Thrash to become not a monster? To give a shit.
Slight shit.
I guess knowing he has like someone there for him,
Mhm.
even though Jerry's gone. Because when Jerry was here, at least that like kept him like chill. You know, he actually cared.
Yeah.
So just knowing he's got like people there, I think.
Does Thrash have people there for him?
Oh, of course. I mean, shit, I rode on his shoulder the whole way back. He's my buddy.
Plus, now Jerry's with you all the time. Classes.
Yeah, Molly's always seen the person inside the beast.
I did save your scooter.
I did save my scooter.
Have you mentioned that to him yet?
No, we don't know because I don't know. Remember, you were
Yeah, only at the time.
yeah.
So, and so this, and knowing that your friends, like, have always got your back, does that kind of bring you back down
Yeah,
to
kind of
giving a shit? And,
To giving a shit.
Oh.
Hopefully,
giving
it helps
shit.
me control.
right, and you find that you do. Like just that realization and that emotional connection to your friends brings you back under control of your powers.
Cool.
It's just like Jerry's juice.
Oh.
Never seen it.
I was just watching myself on the stream say it.
Oh god.
Which is what Jerry used to call it, which was incredibly awkward. He's like, it's time for Jerry's juice!
What did I walk into?
But, you know, it doesn't come in the form of a syringe. It comes in the form of friendship.
Yeah.
Sure. That's what it's called.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
So you have succeeded on 2. Now, as for the other people on your list, Infinity.
Mm-hmm.
And did you roll for your memories
Yeah.
for today?
Yeah.
And what'd you get?
I think I got a 10, an 8 or a 10.
Okay.
On On a hit, you connect who they are now to who they are in the future. And all I have left is the Corruptor. But I don't know who I know now that would be.
You do.
I do.
Ben Dover.
The mayor? Wow.
I'm sorry, I can't take her very seriously.
Bend over. Okay. So that is. You have 4 more people. You have Bend Over, Vincent Van McMahon, Carbine, and Cygnus.
Cygnus is going to be a due time kind of thing. Everybody else is just keeping them out of our way.
Carbine is not going to be stopped easily. She does whatever she wants.
I don't know. I feel like Carbine's came a long ways.
Well, that's the problem.
That's the problem, yeah.
She needs to be back.
She needs to go back to being a twit. And how's Bend Over a Corruptor?
He is the you remember that so whereas Vincent was kind of the leader, Ben Dover was his right hand man, and more of the political side of things, like the political pressure and the political like he was he was the one who was pushing forth the policies and the law, which you guys have heard about superheroes being dangerous, and like he was the one who was pushing that agenda politically the entire time, so that when the time came, they would have the power that they needed to take over from a lawmaker point of view, and to get the power of the people behind them, the normal people.
Normies.
Okay. Alright, so what is the plan?
Would you like to assess the situation?
I would love to assess the situation.
And let's start with one of these people.
Thank you. I rolled snake eyes, so I'm just going to use my one that I get for free.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Does it matter which one, or you want to go in order?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to ask. So. Or what you're trying to find out. Which person? Yeah, let's just choose a person. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, which person?
Let's do Bend Over.
Okay. The Corruptor.
I get one question about the Corruptor. What here can I use to sway him? Like, get him to be on our side in the future?
Well, I mean, you don't even really use powers, do you? You just have your like gadgets and stuff. Maybe you can show him that not all superheroes have to have powers to be good. Does that seem like a bad?
Or maybe saving the town sparks him thinking we're okay? Because he hates us right now.
Mm-hmm. You actually think that, that demonstrating your... Well, I mean, he would see that on a daily basis. So because he's actually just kind of in league with Dominus, which kind of spurns his whole mission in life. And maybe some deep-seated hate. Yeah, you think that you need to find out more information about why he hates superheroes. And you think that if Zeno could get in there...
Xerox.
Now I'm doing it. If you think Xerox could get in there and pierce the mask, maybe.
With Mayor Bend Over?
With Mayor Bend Over.
Okay.
I need you to pay a visit to your dad's boss.
Well, to be fair, my dad hates Mayor Bend Over.
Oh, I do too, but...
Besides, he's on his way out of town, so this is going to have to be something that Xerox does.
I'm trusting you. You got this.
I don't know if I do.
I will comfort if I have to.
Carbine next.
Carbine.
So, do you go alone? Do you take someone with you?
Did you take Mason?
Yeah, take Mason.
Try to get
Yeah,
an
Mason
interview.
would. Yeah, Mason would.
Try to get an interview with him.
Well, he would also vouch for
Yeah, we
us.
were
How good we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that he would. He thinks he's on the mayor bend over train.
Yeah, but when
Yeah,
the whole
but we
town
saved
turned
him.
on us about the school, he was on our side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
And we saved him.
I could try.
He might just have a phone grudge, but
I can't make any promises. I can try.
with the hero you are in the future, I know you got this. Looks right back at him.
She's so cool.
So you'll go and you have to find Mason.
He's at the party.
Huh?
He'll be easy to find. He's at the party.
Okay, yeah, sure. So you go that way, and then who's next?
Carbine.
Carbine. 8. So I get 2.
What here can I use to prevent her from helping me?
Well, yeah, and what here is the biggest threat, kind of, because what would make her want to switch fully? Because it seems like she's only doing it now to stay alive more than she's doing it.
What was it? What here can I use to make her
Not help us.
not help you? Yeah. So the problem is that she becomes a builder,
Leader.
a leader in the new world. So so you think that in order for that to have taken place, another leader must have fallen, maybe in the dominance attacks. Who would that leader be, though? Who would have led the resistance?
Before Carbine?
Yeah.
Do we know who saved her from the prison cell?
That was
We never
Aegis.
found out.
That was Aegis, right?
But he had like a sun sword thing, right?
Yeah. But I guess we're looking for maybe more of a prominent figure, maybe like more of a, if we have one in our repertoire.
Like a good person?
Yeah.
Your dad.
Maybe the what was the cop's name? Or the
Lieutenant Dan.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Lieutenant Dan.
He's
Yeah.
got
Okay. Yeah.
it.
So that's perfect. So you remember you're like Dan, not you, Dan. He's still in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But
Dan, he's like, yeah. He's got like a little apron on and
pops
shit
up.
now.
He's got perfect little triangles of grilled cheese with the crusts cut off, and he has like a platter. He pops up from back there. He says, "Did someone say Dan?"
No, but I'll take one of those.
Yeah, he's gonna like pass them out like while you guys are talking and strategizing, and
Your dad is the sweetest.
I love your dad.
Little does he know.
I grabbed like 3 of them.
he's like, "Does anybody want some hot chocolate?"
Maybe later.
I'll take some, Dad.
Oh, I knew you will. Extra marshmallows on top
Oh god, it's
for my little sweetie.
it's so cute.
All of us are
Tell
blushing
them
for
we're
her. Alright, who's next on your list?
So wait, what are we doing about Carbine?
I
Lieutenant
feel
Dan.
like
So
we-
you think that so you're like Lieutenant Dan, and you're like so that means you think that in order for her to rise up, or both of you think that in order for her to rise up, Lieutenant Dan must have died.
So who are we sending to go save Lieutenant Dan?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Not all at once. Alright. Right on.
Who's next?
Let's do
Well, there's only 3 of them. I'm going to land.
So we did bend over, Carbine.
Yeah, is anybody going with Thrash?
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
I could. I mean, we're buds now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright.
So there is Storm and Vincent Van McMahon, or do we not count him? Everybody seems to think he's gone.
We do count him.
Okay.
Because you just saw him disappear.
Yeah. Does Cygnus also count or not?
Cygnus also counts, but
I'm dealing with that later.
yeah, he's gonna have to deal with that. So.
Okay. Okay, so let's do Storm next.
It's all you, Frozen.
Yep. You can't be a hero, alright? Don't do it!
9, so 2.
So 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I technically use who here is vulnerable to me? To figure out why he would protect her kind of thing?
Okay, I would remember how he was a martyr. You wrote him down for that as well, so how was he a martyr?
And let's include you in this conversation too, because so what do we know about your brother? We know that he's bawdy. he's reckless and crazy, and he's a supervillain for the thrill of it. And he's a real thrill seeker. But that's how he is he's probably like 20 something, like maybe 21, 22.
Yeah, I think he's a little older than me.
So but he's still pretty young. So at the point where he would have become a martyr, perhaps your memories of that might be more mature and more like.
Tell your brother not to change.
Stay reckless.
Or maybe he sacrificed himself for you.
Oh god.
At a critical moment coming up soon. That which also helped spurn you onto the path of the villain.
Oh.
But I don't have it all together in my head yet. So let's figure it out. Yeah. What could have happened that would have made him give his life for anything other than himself?
Other than the fame.
I don't know.
Maybe on that last mission they did together, he actually kind of got connected.
Maybe we had like a little connection going on.
Or he likes her as the rival.
Well, I think your brother actually loves you very much. I think he feels like he has a strong connection with you.
Yeah.
He's just a shithead.
He's just an absolute.
He's just an older brother.
Just an absolute shit. Yeah.
He doesn't know how to express it properly, so he does it by being an asshole.
And so
Imagine Bakugo. Bakugo.
It's like Bakugo. Hey,
back.
And so maybe. Okay, and then so what did you roll?
9.
No.
Yeah, so you get 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so which question did you want to ask?
What here can I use to change this, and then how can we best end this quickly? Because I'm definitely going to need the group back together quick.
The answer is the same almost, and you're looking at Frozen, and maybe over this last mission, Frozen, you came to see a side of your brother that you. I don't know how you felt about it. I don't know how Frozen would have felt about it. Did she have fun?
She did have fun.
She
They showed crazy eyes, and it was great because she got to let loose.
Yeah, that was great.
Still got to work on that.
Still got to work on it. A little out of control, but I think she did, in general, have fun with her brother.
And so, and Infinity, knowing that he ends up sacrificing himself for you, like to save you, in some heroic way, that's kind of based on his relationship with you. And so, what you're putting together in your head is that you need to destroy that relationship.
Damn.
So, is there a way I could roll to trick her into thinking her brother's a problem?
What do you mean?
Like influence her to actually go after her brother, kind of.
I guess
I'd hate to start that fight, but maybe I'm the reason you're a villain. Shit.
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on whether or not you want to have like an open and honest discussion about this, or if you want to be crafty and kind of sneaky.
I don't want to betray her trust. This is the thing.
So then be open and honest. Be like, listen.
I don't think you and your brother should get along.
We don't that well, but why?
If he's willing to save you, and then it ultimately turn you bad, and we lose him, that's not the future we need. You at least need to make your brother think that it's never going to be a good friendship or relationship.
Okay.
You need to break up with your brother.
It's not taking down that road. My family's not like that.
That line was out of
Look, if you really want to piss him off, just tell everyone his secret.
Tell everyone he's a hero.
No, I'll tell everyone what he did in the bedroom.
Oh, there you go. Blackmail.
Blackmail.
There's always that route.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that on you.
Destroy my relationship with my brother. Got
Should
it.
be easy.
Especially with this new weapon.
Don't blow up your brother.
Who's next?
Vincent Van McMahon. He is the last one. I don't know if we should roll for sickness or not, though. Or are we just doing that later?
We'll figure that out later.
Okay. So Vincent Van McMahon.
Okay.
Part of me wants to... I'll message you.
I'll message you.
I don't want everybody else to hear it.
Alright.
I'm gonna love her.
No.
I'm gonna kiss her. I
Um,
love her. I wanna kiss
so I just get one for McMahon.
I mean, he obviously can't be swayed.
I wish there was something like in Dungeon World where I could be like, what here is not what it appears to be, but what here can I use to figure out if he's still alive? Since the computer's not really working.
I'm gonna say that you think that he's still alive because you haven't seen a body, so you're acting under the assumption that he's still alive.
What here can I use to find him?
Wow, your computer's all fucked up.
What about the council's computer?
That was gone because of the crater. I mean, we could use my mentors, but
You probably have like little freaking drones or something you could send out.
Well, you're trying to think. So you're thinking if Dominus wanted him protected, if Dominus thought that, because you're pretty sure that Dominus knows that all these things that you guys are discussing are keys to Dominus's power. Like things need to happen in a specific way so that he rises to power in the future, and protects his power here in the past as well. So you think that that if he was trying to protect Vincent in order to protect his own interests, that he'd have to put him somewhere to keep him safe, to where nobody could hurt him.
Right.
So where would that be?
The headquarters is still there, right?
Oh no, it's destroyed.
Oh, it's
The headquarters
destroyed?
was destroyed. Yeah, big crater in the ground.
Well, I mean, Aegis headquarters.
Yeah, it was still there. Yeah.
Would he be in one of those holding cells being protected? Since nothing can really affect that.
That's what you think.
Okay.
That's what you think. You think that he's back at Aegis.
I'm going to need a lift.
For me?
Yeah.
What do I get for it?
I'll let you be leader.
Oh, that's not what I want.
Yeah, he's not really sure how bartering works.
Just admit that you are
Sheep,
not the
wood, sheep.
Sheep gives you back. She gives you back wood. No, give me my sheep
I
back.
admit I'm not in control.
admit you're not the leader.
I never was the leader.
I'll bring you.
And she's like, all right, good enough.
We're all watching this. We're all like,
All right, so,
Everybody said, "Oh, wait, he wasn't the leader."
all right, so
Everyone knew.
let's get teams. So we have Thrash and I are going to talk to
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. You and if when you find Mason are going to talk to Bendover. You two are going to talk to Vincent Van McMahon, and you're talking to your brother. Okay.
Break. Now,
And scene.
yeah. Do you guys have like a final send off, or you just go your separate
Group
ways?
hug.
Oh.
Group
I
hug.
feel like it's
you
a
know,
very
her dad does it. I like to think her dad's like,
Her dad
"Oh,
shoves us
excited."
into
And he's
it.
so excited. He's also got his camera. He's got his phone out with his camera, and he's
Oh,
like, "Let me just get a group.
God.
Let me get a group photo, guys, before
I
we all
leave.
head off." No.
She's
Oh,
pulling me
sweet,
through
sweet.
frame.
Frozen, where's the snowball?
Sorry, I can just Photoshop her in later.
Dad, oh my god.
So he does get a picture, but it's like you're like half.
Yeah,
there.
she-
We're all like
leaving.
You're like-
We're all like
Quick
leaving.
reactions and freeze frames.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, well, that was a good idea came to mind.
So
I don't like that.
Who goes first?
Let's start with the first one.
All right. So you need to
Yeah.
find Mason first. You know where he's at. He's at the party. Dominus is still destroying the city. But Halcyon City is huge. It's like ungodly huge. So you know, yeah. So he's like all the way over there, like in the background. You just see Dominus like in the background, like. And you show up to the party. This basically it's like the entire neighborhood is like shut down, and like people are just kind of in the streets like partying and stuff. And it is much harder to find Mason than you originally thought.
Dan is
Also,
here.
are you going as Molly or are you going as Xerox?
No, I'm going as Molly.
Okay, even though you already told him that you're.
He didn't believe me.
All right. Yeah. So you go as Molly. Okay. So
Gear underneath.
and it's proving to be much harder to find Mason than you originally thought.
Call him.
Yeah, I'll go to the like the front of the party where all the vendors are set up and the kegs are or whatever, and texting like, I'm here.
Okay. Do not get a text back.
I will call him.
It goes straight to voicemail.
Oh my god, look at this
Look at
fight
this last
outside.
screen.
Okay, I will meander into the crowd and start searching for him.
Okay. I don't know why I just died.
Nick, water.
So
He's not fine.
am I? So you're wandering through the crowd and it's just becoming dizzying. There's so many people and there's so much stuff going on, and people are getting drunk. People are like making it, and just people are just going crazy. Like people are streaking. There's like loud music, and amidst all this chaos, you don't find Mason, but you do see your father.
Your father's getting it.
No, he's probably looking for me.
He is walking through the crowds and he is like scanning the crowds, and he has this like super worried look on his face, and he's just out there. Like he's got his tie like loosened, and he's like sweaty, and he's just anxious and looking.
I will run to him and I will pull him to the side to where no one's around. I'll be like, I thought you were in town.
And he says, he holds up the letter and he says, "What is this?"
There's no time to explain. You got to get.
He says, "You're 14, 15,
14.
You're 14 years old. You need to get into the car and leave with us now, Molly."
I'm sorry, Daddy, but that's not happening.
He says, I can't. Who are you?
That's when you scream.
I'm the hero.
And he says,
You got to.
he kind of like rolls his eyes and he says, "Oh, some hero out here at this party."
I will touch the. I will touch the wall, and all of a sudden I will turn into this floral pattern wallpaper.
And then as you're talking to your dad, like behind you, we see Mason.
Ooh.
You don't know.
And he says, "Molly?"
I try to tell you.
And he says, "Oh my god, of all the time for my phone to be dead!"
It's a good thing.
Well, I'll talk to you in a minute. Dad, get out of town now. Get my brother to safety. Get Grandma to safety. And I will meet you after this is all over.
And you lost your mother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he starts crying and he's just like I
You
can't.
have to trust
He's
me.
like, I can't lose you like I lost your mother.
I'm getting emotional over this.
And
I'm not
and
okay
he-
with this
and he's like, "You don't
situation."
understand.
I'm
He's
not
like,
okay
"You're the
with
only
this.
part of her I have left."
I do understand, but my team is counting on me.
And so this is take a powerful blow. 'Cause
That's a powerful fucking
That's a
blow.
dick move, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. I'm depressed
Knock him
now.
out and leave.
Takes the speaker and blasts him.
Those are pretty nice.
He's talking about your dice.
Thanks, Brittany.
You have very nice dice.
Thank you.
Powerful blow.
Roll low.
I did 3.
That's good.
No, that's a good thing in this
Yeah,
one.
he holds strong, right?
Okay, yeah. So you stand strong. You weather the emotional blows, and
Good time for a bad roll.
but he won't leave.
Think about your son.
Yeah, he's just completely and now I guess maybe you could roll to provoke to try to get him to leave. Which roll superior.
Grab Mason and run.
I got a -2. So I have to literally roll 2 6s.
6 and a 5.
Do we have any team in the pool?
They're not there. There's no way that they
That's
can.
right. That's right. So
Mason want to chip in on this shit?
Yeah, come on, Mason.
9.
So 9. So that's
I mean, somewhat do it.
so on a 7 through 9 they can instead choose one. They will he will kind of stumble when you bring up the sun thing. He'll kind of stumble and he'll just kind of be like kind of fall to his knees and he says, "But you're just a little girl. You're my girl."
Yes, but when the mask is on, I'm something entirely different.
Okay, and and you can and what will you do now?
Run away.
Does he leave?
No,
Pepper spray him.
Grab Mason and go.
but you take a +1 against whatever you try to do next.
I'm gonna try to get him to leave.
Okay.
Superior.
Yeah.
Plus
+1.
I don't know.
So 9 minus
2.
9. Oh, 9 minus 1 essentially, right? So
Or not much.
yeah, it's or is it 9 with the 1?
No, it's 7.
It's 8.
So
Minus
6,
1.
7, 8.
It's 8 minus
so
1, so it's
9 minus 2 is 7. So you still get it.
So 7. So well, yeah. So he will. So yeah. So I'm trying to think of how you could gain a critical opportunity over here. So basically, like he'll kind of just bury his head in his hands, and you have the opportunity to slip away.
Grab Mason and go.
Okay. Yeah. I will grab Mason and go. Before I leave, I will take off the necklace and put it in his hand.
Okay.
In case something happens.
Alright. And you hear him sobbing as you're running down the path. Are you crying as well? Or are you like...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And my eyes out.
And Mason's just like, I can't believe you're a superhero! Like, what the hell? How could you not have told me this whole time? And I was ripping on Xerox, man! Like, I feel like such an asshole.
No, it's fine. I just didn't want to ruin our friendship. I mean, I felt like I've been lying to you the whole time, but I really... It was just... Don't worry about it. I mean, we can talk about this later. We have important business to take care of.
He's like, what are you talking about?
I need you to come with me to Mayor Vendover.
You could just say the mayor's office. You could say over. You could just say mayor over.
Mayor Dover.
Mayor Dover.
It's a serious moment. I'm still crying.
And he says,
the new era has privy to information concerning the future, and we have to get to the bottom of his agenda.
he says, oh, it's so badass. I can't believe my phone is dead. And you guys will run off down an alley.
Okay.
Who's next?
Infinity Thresh.
Okie dokie. We need to go find Lieutenant Dan.
No, we're not even allowed to make a police officer, are we?
No, but we have a way of getting in.
Yeah.
And
Badges
that's
of
you.
authority.
through the ceiling.
yeah, through the ceiling. I can like float with him up to the top of the roof.
She
Or
drops you.
Can we communicate with Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we just tell him to like come outside real quick?
Can you meet us at the pizza place?
Can you meet us at Big Mike's, please?
In the back alley.
In the back alley.
So as you guys arrive to Big Mike's, you can look through the window.
The store's
Solace is sitting inside, and he's sitting across from this girl, and he's like happily eating pizza, and she's kind of crying into her hands, and he is just like,
Who is it? What is that the dude with the panda tattoo? Is that the guy with the panda tattoo?
yeah.
Get a picture of this.
Okay.
We'll need it for later.
Okay.
You're gonna show me? Asshole. Speaking of showing things, John. You have a message from me.
Oh, alright. Secret message.
Secret message.
Wow,
Not so
good
secret
message.
Why you
message.
guys like sharing?
Hold on, let me pause the stream.
No, I didn't say that.
Whoa.
Secret message. Hold on.
Next
We'll be right back.
Hold
After
on,
this commercial
hold on,
break.
everybody. Everybody, he needs
And cut.
hand cut. We'll be back soon.
God damn it. As the string goes on.
Yeah, we lost 2 viewers in that amount of time.
As soon as
Thanks,
Nick
Nick.
spoke, we lost 2 viewers.
No.
We lost all our viewers when I spoke, I'm sorry.
That's messed up.
Even Alex out of the stream.
Oh yeah. My response to that is let me run the phone store.
Oh.
No, I understand.
Wow, that's
I-
rude.
Yeah, I know.
That was very mean.
I know, but we were all shitting on Nick, and it was just so much fun. I just had to take it
Say
too far.
yourself.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but
I forgive
what
just you.
Well, what I mean to say is that we will figure it out. So, together, we write this story together.
Oh my god. Alright. So, Big Mike's.
Big Mike's.
Big Mike.
Big Mike's. You see Solace. That's just kind of like a passing thing. You guys kind of like stop, like, "Arr!"
Yeah, click.
and then for whatever reason, and
yep, I'm just. He's my buddy. We do everything together.
yeah, and you will see Lieutenant Dan. He's out back near the shed, and he's smoking a cigarette, and which is strange because you've never seen him smoke before.
It's really stressed.
This affects the future so much.
We're just knocking
Stop
out the
that!
sand.
Yeah, quit.
He doesn't get killed by Dominus. He dies of lung cancer.
Oh, Jesus. That's fucked up.
Everything sharp near him you throw on the floor.
So yeah, but you see him before he sees you.
So how do we approach this? Do we go up to him and be like, listen, we know you want to like be a good guy, but you need to lead from behind the scenes.
Yeah.
All right. So
Stay safe.
Well, you know you think that he dies, which gives him.
Yeah, we need him to
So-
stay safe.
yeah, that's
Maybe-
what I thought.
Maybe we should just have him come back, stay at the base.
I thought there is no base.
Well, the
There's 2
short
bases,
base.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's 2 bases. Okay.
Just so that way he's
Torch.
safe.
He knows where that is.
Well, where is the farthest point in Halcyon City? Where Dominus is.
You guys are pretty far from him right now, but the farthest point, I guess, would be on the edge of town, which is crazy place. No one ever goes there.
Okay.
Till now.
So we'll approach Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, and he'll put out a cigarette when he sees you guys coming.
Like, why are you smoking?
He says, don't worry about it. Just old habits, man. What are you guys doing?
Stop
That was in a nice way, but we need you to get out of town.
Lieutenant Dan, we can't have you dying in this battle
It's
against
like a
Dominus.
fucking cigarette.
He says, Dominus wasn't gonna fight Dominus.
We just need you to,
Fight.
like, get in a safe place.
He says, afraid I can't do that, kids.
Why?
Because I know why Dominus is here.
Why?
He's conspired with the mayor.
Do we already know this?
Yeah, we kind of already know that.
Or
Yeah.
oh no, that's horrible.
He says, I'm gonna go take care of it tonight.
No,
Lieutenant
no.
Dan, we can't. You don't understand. If you go, you're going to be. Your death is going to be the reason that the end of the world is happening.
He's like, what are you talking about?
You're going to get hurt, and because of that, everybody else's lives are going to be on the line as well.
He says, I can't just sit idly by.
You know,
Dominus destroys the city.
you
and
can.
Those aegis phonies and that mayor bend over.
You could have just
Conspire
mayor
to ruin
over.
our city.
And we're when they say bend over. It's like hee hee.
He says, just you can't expect me to sit idly by. I've sat in the background too long. Let you kids do the heavy lifting so much. It's time for.
But you've helped us out every time. You've given us like coordinates to where the bad guys are. You've given us tips. You've given us. We need you to do that now.
He says it's time for the adults to step up and take responsibility. for
Knock 'em
what's
out.
going on.
That's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do.
Not knock him out. Breathe. Can I?
Thanks.
Does he have kids or anything?
No.
Does he have a
No
wife?
wife?
Family?
God, this guy's like, no
Yeah,
wonder
I'm
he
sure
needs
he's got
us.
some family. Maybe like a cousin
Like
or
somebody close to
an
him? Like
or an uncle. Or
that
a
wouldn't
nephew.
want to lose him?
Yeah, sure. What are you getting at?
Can we
Just
provoke
wanna-
him?
Like, we're trying to like convince him, like, dude, if you die, you're going to leave this person behind. You know how upset they're going to be. We need you to stay safe.
Roll provoke.
How's your superior? Man?
0.
Okay, mine is
So he gets a
plus one,
flat.
so I'll try.
Yeah.
I got an 8. On a 7 through 9, they can instead choose one. Or they stumble, they err, or they overreact. Do you need to see it, or you have it?
Do we have any teams to the poll?
I mean, for you two.
Well, I guess it wouldn't
If
matter
people-
though. I would only have
Yeah, it
one
would just
more.
be a 9.
So you say like aren't there people who care about you who will miss you if you got hurt?
Yeah.
And he he stumbles a little bit. He kind of stumbles over his speech. He says, "Well, of course, but look, we're all laying something on the line, guys."
So we take a +1 forward against them.
Uh-huh.
So then what? Would then...
Take another shot.
This is you guys were. I saw you on the news. You were up there, right in that purple guy's grill. Like, now I can't fight Dominus, but I can fight Dover. And I can't fight against it.
So then, for pierce the mask, could I go ahead and try and pierce the mask?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, so I got a 10 plus. I got.
Okay. Yeah,
12.
so you get to ask 3 questions.
I'm not 12, 11. How could I get your character to leave? Get the hell out of town.
You think that he says, I just want to make sure everything's going to be okay, you know? He says, I feel bad that you kids have been up on the front lines fighting like real heroes, and we've all just been standing back and watching. And he says, it's just, I really feel like I just want things to be okay, you know?
I'm gonna say, and we want things to be okay too. And if you are gone, if something happens to you, then
Alright.
we're not gonna be okay.
I feel like you just have
We've
a
done it
taser
before
on stand.
multiple times, and we can do it again, and for the future as well.
And
We can handle this.
second question.
How could I gain influence over?
I don't know if that.
Or if you even need one. If you don't
Yeah.
need one, then you don't need one. So
What do you intend to do?
he says, I intend to march right down to Dover's office, put the hurting on him,
And what
get him
do you,
to admit his crimes.
and what do you want me to do?
He says, I just want you.
Because we have to stop Dominus no matter what.
He
That's
nods.
gonna be the front line.
He says, I just want you to know that you kids aren't alone in this, and that somebody's got your back.
That's very nice, but I need you to go.
Now that we know that you got our back, you can see your ass.
Well, you also know that somebody's on the way to Dover's office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I could tell him that. Like, listen, we've already got it handled.
Yeah.
We've already got this Mayor Bendover. We have a lot of things handled.
Well, we got a lot of faith.
I do. I look up to you.
Give me a provoke and then take a +1 as well.
Uh, 9. They stumble, they err, they overreact.
Okay, so they so he errs, and you gain a critical opportunity. Although I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Would I say something that doesn't really stick to him? You mean a lot to us.
He jingles his car keys as if he's preparing to leave, and then
Yoink! Telekinesis.
you just take his keys.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you just take his keys, and or maybe he like drops them, and you like.
Yeah. Yup!
Yeah.
Whoosh! Whoopsies!
So basically, like, it would take him too long to get there is what you're hoping.
Yeah. Stalling.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there your keys go. Why can't you get them? Ha ha
He
ha.
says, damn kids.
Starts
Can't
flying away.
understand that I just want to help.
Is he actually trying? That's pretty funny. I like this dance movie you're doing.
So who's next?
Raising the roof. So then there is.
It's
It's either
us two,
or your bro.
do you want to ruin a relationship, or do you want us to?
His
Oh,
mouth.
Jimmy.
Jimmy!
Hey, what's up, Jay?
The voice of reason scrambles his mind.
Scramples.
Scrambles. He's mine.
Go ahead.
Me first.
Gives me time to think how me and Nicole can do this.
So I guess I'm going to my house.
Oh
Okay.
god.
So then what cake one?
Is he still eating ice cream cake?
He is just finishing the last bite, and
Jesus.
as you walk through the door,
This
he's
is
like,
how you get ready to ruin it. Oh. I thought you-
mmm.
One's gonna
You
still like
son of a bitch, you ate my ice cream cake.
He kind of like looks at you with wide eyes, and then he smiles and he nods.
Belly's super full.
And he's got like a big like prego belly like.
God.
Punch him in the belly.
We got the rope.
You're freaking disgusting.
And he says, "Yeah."
Be more effective.
You gotta be more nicer to him.
We're nicer.
And he says, and he kind of he's like, yeah. And he says, sis, I was thinking for our next job, we could do something way diabolical.
Tell him you don't want to work with him anymore.
I would never work with you again.
Hey, why not?
You were awful to work with. You were going in there completely crazy.
Yeah, that's my style. Crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, what if we use the crazy eyes on him?
He says, I thought you had a really good time.
No, I was just lying to you. Why would I say that? I'm a hero at heart.
Well, Tina, to try to find.
I don't know. I thought we had fun.
Tell him you don't love him.
The closer we are, the less you'll be able to.
I would never go on another mission with you if you were the
And then I
last
can try to
person on
hack to
Earth.
get him out. To
I,
figure out.
He is.
Wow.
He's most likely at the place.
This
that
is
I got
depressing. I
taken
don't
to.
want to be here to listen to this. I'm really depressed.
Well, I guess.
Well, the point is that the only
I guess
reason
I
you
could get the.
only get that far is
Get the
because of him.
clones back
So
together.
The closer we are to him, the less power you'll get.
You can just get rid of my clue because you don't need me ever in your life.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ! Freezes him.
Yeah, I really didn't know you felt that way, sis.
You're really giving him the cold shoulder.
He says, and he kind of burps, and then just kind of solemnly goes upstairs.
I feel awful.
Take a powerful blow.
No.
Roll low, Brittany.
4.
Oh,
Yeah.
low enough.
Yeah, she
you
did
stand
it.
strong.
Oh,
You're resolved. You know this is something you have to do. Your resolve is.
At least he'll live and maybe I can make up with him later.
Yeah. For now, you just have to have it ruined.
Yeah, for now. It has to be.
Yeah, out of
awful.
character, Molly really likes your brother.
How's that for Malice? Take a powerful blow.
Thank God that was out of character.
That was depressing.
That's the worst thing you ever.
I'm actually sad now.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like, alright.
Anybody got a brother or sister? That
We
probably-
never said we
Red
couldn't
Wing and Malice then?
go back.
Red Wing
to
and
the
Mouse. That was
That's the
short
plan,
but
Stan.
sweet.
Destroyed it. I killed it.
I'm teleporting him to right outside the facility,
Right.
and then you're on your own.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
What? There's no powers inside.
Well, what I was thinking, if you can barely use your powers, the more it drains from you, the closer we are from him.
You don't actually know there's
To
no
him.
powers
Yeah,
inside.
we don't actually know if there's
Only if it's back.
if he's actually there.
Yeah. So you don't know if your powers are working or not.
Because last time she tried teleporting to me when he was alive and the
Okay.
powers were active. She
I'm gonna-
stopped at his barrier.
I'm gonna
Well, what does this
teleport
time
to
now?
right outside, and then see if I can teleport in.
Where would you like to go?
In the middle of the ground.
Where
cells?
the holding cells are.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get all the way there.
Can I teleport in?
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine.
I go to where the one eye was and open it.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god!
What are you doing?
Trying to figure this out.
Push him in his balls.
So that door is already open.
Oh.
In fact, it has been ripped from the wall
Ooh.
and is like sitting crumpled up in the corner of the room, and the door is. And there's like these claw marks that scratch the outside
So
of the
now we
door,
gave them their
and then there's
powers
like scratch marks that go all the way down the hallway.
back.
We should probably stay away from that.
Well, let's go follow him.
You go do that.
In fact, all the doors seem to
Oh.
be broken open.
Okay.
Yo!
Tell him to teleport to his office.
Okay. You want to check out his office?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring us there.
Yeah. So you go up to the office. It's still damaged, and like the wind rips through the broken windows, and
Is the root still outside?
yeah, the remnants of the beanstalk is still outside. You guys see no one.
This in his office. It's more of the security room, isn't it? Where it has all the cameras and everything.
No.
I'm sure you could find it.
I want to go to that room. So we can try to see if we can find him on the cameras.
Okay.
Pulls out a map. Here.
I'll bring you in.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So go to the camera room. You start scanning the cameras. The building looks completely deserted, except for one cell.
And that is where.
You see iron bars, and it looks like it's like an animal cage of some sort.
To the bottom.
Inside, there is a man with horn-rimmed glasses, and he's just sitting on a pile of hay, and he's it looks like he's having a little doze.
Alright, let's go there.
Okay.
That lets us.
Yeah, and as you guys as you go to teleport, you find that you can only teleport to right outside the bars.
Okay.
Or like bang against the bar and be like, wake up.
His eyes open, but he does not look surprised. He says, "Well, I figured it was only a matter of time."
This guy's an asshole, by the way. I'm just gonna forewarn you. He's a dick.
No change.
Well, first of all, you can drop the condescending, McMahon.
No condescension here. I'm actually quite pleased to see you. And he'll get up and sort of brush the straw off of his $10,000 suit. That's fine.
You had to say McMahon. No, I'm gonna just punch him.
Comes the money.
So if you're happy to see us, are you on our side now, or are you actually... What's going on here?
He says, I assume you're here because you figured out that that I'm one of the key components to Dominus's victory.
Well, if it was a victory, we would have never had Infinity come here in the first place.
He says, my thoughts exactly. So the question is, do you think you can beat Dominus?
I know I can, but I might actually need your help.
He says, and that's what the gamble is. You see, if I help you, you lose. Dominus will kill me. If I don't help you, Dominus will only use me as far as he can get use out of me. He says, I don't know where Infinity is exactly from in the future, but I do know that my usefulness will run out to Dominus when he achieves supreme being.
Well, I was hoping maybe you could slightly weaken him with your power.
He says, my power has no effect on Dominus.
Well, you're a smart man who knows many vulnerabilities. Is there anything that you can give me to help?
He says, you've already figured out the keys to power. If you stop the keys if you stop his keys to power from empowering him, then he'll become a normal supervillain. You'll be able to take him out. Maybe. He'll still be quite strong. That's why I need to know if I'm going to take a bet on you, that this will actually pan out in my favor. And of course, for my assistance in this, I want immunity from the law, from justice.
Well,
Particularly your brand of justice.
I smirk. Well, seeing how I'm not the leader. You have immunity, but it's from us. the town already sees you as the hero for some reason. So I guess we could play it off that you solved this all by yourself anyway.
He says, after this is over, I don't want to resume my position at Aegis. I have grander schemes.
God, why do I feel like he's my Joker all of a sudden? Well, the only way you're getting that is if you help. And I think I'm
He
had
can't.
the team put forward the steps of stopping all the other keys.
He can't become a builder. That's what you're trying to prevent.
Could I try pierce the mask? And see if I could try to find something to trigger him to work with me.
Wouldn't that be like a provoke? Pierce the mask is when you're trying to like figure out about them. Provoke is like you're trying to get them to do something.
Well, I was trying to figure out because it says, "How could I get your character to?" And then
Yeah. Sure.
okay. 5, so I get nothing.
Okay, yeah. His face is unreadable. Absolutely
You wanna try to do
unreadable.
it? Pierce the mask or provoke.
I'm picturing your character doing provoke as in I could just snap your neck.
And take a powerful blow as well. Since your superior detective skills can't pierce this man's mask.
Zero.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm
I
going
don't
to
want to like.
take if I
Oh well, no. I think
do that.
That's just to like
I get to choose one of these.
susceptible to your words. Say what you're trying to get them to do.
Um,
Try and like help us. Or I'll kick your ass if I have to. See, you're threatening to win some way. So you have this 3 on it.
I'll do the struggle past the pain 2 condition thing.
Okay.
You got 6?
Yeah.
Could I use a team pool to help?
For provoke, you can, which will bring it up to a 7. You have to describe how you help. So what do? You're provoking him to,
I guess help us.
and so he wants total immunity, and he wants to be left alone after this is over. So you can offer him those things. He'll gladly resolve to help you instead of Dominus.
Are you okay if I offer this to him?
I mean, I don't control you.
Well, do you think the group would be okay with it?
Well, we're trying not to have him have the...
Well,
I'm fine with the immunity,
it's
but
immunity from us, not
being
from
left alone.
Well,
True.
yeah. But we need his help.
I mean,
So it's
you've
more-
never been really good with promises, neither have I, so... I guess we could just lie on this one.
Okay. I'll tell him. Oh, he can have immunity, and we'll move on after this.
Okay.
And I just, do the whole blind eye thing where I just look away.
And he says, now, I need to adjust his glasses. Now, first things first. Get him out of the cell.
I just lift the thing.
Well, no, I can just teleport. Oh, right, I can't.
He will dampen his field so that you can use your powers.
Okay, well, I'll teleport in and teleport him out.
And again, he will kind of brush himself off. He says, it's an interesting power you have. Sorry that we didn't get to meet earlier.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
He says,
Well, let's see where this is.
he says, it's a shame you're on the good guy's side. You could really make some money on the bad guy's side.
We'll talk about that after.
And
I'm just sitting here
and
Oh, wait,
Luke adjusts his wrist cuffs and he begins to walk away.
You're gonna go with him, right?
Okay. And he'll take you to basically he'll just go to where the parking garage is and he'll find his car and he will get in it and he will drive away.
Okay. So I guess we.
I'll teleport us into his car.
And,
Or is this him saying the left alone
Yeah.
part? I can't.
Well, he didn't help us yet.
True.
And you guys are in the car at this point.
Yeah.
So and he's not surprised at all. He's
Yeah.
completely unfazed. He's just like, I'm helping you by not helping Dominus.
Oh. As I'm like doing this in the back of the car. So, take us to the closest teammate.
Me?
Yeah.
Please. You don't talk to me
Or just
like
drop
that.
me off at the closest teammate, whatever.
So back to
Drop you.
Xerox and Mason.
Do we approach town hall or?
Yes, you approach town hall. However, town hall is being guarded by these guys. They have these. They're like in full like military regalia, but they have like this like purple camouflage on their uniforms, and they all have this like Dominus mask on. There's probably about like 20 some of them out like stationed out in front of the town hall. They're all patrolling, and they all have like automatic weapons, and yeah.
Okay. Can we try to get in as posing as Mason's assistant, and we're trying to get an interview with the mayor?
You can try.
Okay.
So
I'll send Mason forward up and have him explain that we're here to try and get an interview with Mayor Dover.
yeah, as soon as he approaches, like three of the guys will go come forward and like start pointing their guns at him, and then you'll hear them like barking out at him, and he'll like put his hands on his head and like get down, and they'll be barking at him, and then they will arrest him and take him inside.
That was.
Okay. So I can slip in now?
How do you slip in?
There's nobody. Is there anybody else left outside?
Well, there's like 18 other guys outside.
I guess that's the only way you're getting in.
Yeah, I will just like rush after Mason and be like, no, you can't arrest him. See if that gets me.
Yeah, he's like crying. He's like, Molly!
Yeah. I try to.
And you're Molly right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to just
Molly!
try to bull my way to it.
Okay. And they will very promptly like arrest you as well. Do you allow yourself to be arrested?
Yeah.
Okay. So they will bring you into the hall, and they'll talk to somebody, and then he's like, a couple kids. What are you doing? And he's like, they were trying to break into the town hall, and they're trying to infiltrate. And he kind of looks down at you. He's not in a mask. He's this like older kind of guy. Like looks at you, and he's just like, what gives?
And I'll start whimpering like, I'm just here to try and interview Mayor Dover.
Okay. Do you have that move that allows you to use your mundane to get into places?
Yeah.
Mild mannered.
Maybe.
I think so. When you try to use your civil identity to deceive, trick, or slip past someone, roll mundane on a hit. Half of it's chopped off. On a hit, they buy
It's
your.
like the last like 3 letters.
On a hit, they buy your facade, I guess. On a 7 through 9, you're still under observation. You leave something incriminating behind. You're forced to make a fool of yourself.
If it helps, you have the badges of authority on everybody.
On a miss, one of your civilian obligations.
But do you have that mark? Is that one of your moves?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So roll mundane.
Oh, God. 7. So
Okay, so choose one of those things.
I guess I'm still under observation.
All right, yeah, and that's fair. Because your father works here,
Oh, that's right, but he's gone.
and you just say that you're looking for your father.
Yeah, I'm here to see James Murphy.
Yeah,
He is my father.
and
I
and
demand
they're
to see him at once.
yeah, and they're like, I don't know if he's here, but they're kind of like, she's probably like the city's going to hell, like she's probably looking for him, like she's looking for her dad. So he's going to dismiss the other guys, and then he will lead you, and he'll lead you down the hallway. He'll tell them to throw Mason out.
No. Mason's with me.
He kind of like raise an eyebrow, and
He's a harmless kid. And he's my best friend.
kind of raised an eyebrow. So so you want him to go with you, right? Roll superior.
Seven.
Okay. Okay. So you'll be able to. So he'll say, "Well, I gotta check to make sure this is okay with Dover," and he'll walk away for a moment to call Dover like on his phone, and so his back is to you. The other two guys are kind of standing there waiting.
Or are they watching me?
Those two are, but he's not.
I want to try to slip past, but I don't feel like I can do that. I guess I'll just, in a frantic last effort to see my dad, I guess I will just take off, running towards Mayor Dover's office.
Okay. So as you run, they're like, "Hey!" And then he, like on the phone, is like watching you run, and they're going to they're going to start firing on you, essentially.
My God.
Bulletproof vest.
Okay.
Turn into bulletproof.
Oh, jeez. Firing on a little kid?
Assist the apocalypse.
Yeah, I'll keep going. I'll try to dodge the bullets.
Okay. Directly engage the threat.
Agent.
And I will tell Mason to hit the deck. 3. 3.
3?
Yeah.
On directly engage? Oh man. You take a powerful blow.
That's
Danger.
danger, right? Yeah. So no, not a 1.
Take a powerful blow.
Can't believe they shot a child. Oh.
8.
8. Okay, yeah. So so choose one from that
Now
list.
you roll high.
Yeah, now I roll high.
Sing that song. It's in my head.
His health is in danger.
I'll struggle past pain and mark 2 conditions.
Okay, which 2 conditions do you mark?
Guilty. Angry.
Okay. Yeah. So and so maybe like you transform your flesh into something bullet resistant, and it still hurts like a bitch. And you're basically at the door, and maybe you feel guilty because you slipped through the door leaving Mason in the hallway.
Yeah.
What do you do to stop them from coming in, or do you, or coming past the door?
I will go into the door
Mhm.
and just Mayor Dover. And just address it.
Okay, but you know they're coming up behind you. Are you gonna do anything about that?
Well, hopefully I can convince Mayor Dover to have him stand down.
Okay, so you'll run in and the chair at the desk will be kind of faced away, and it'll like swivel towards you as you come in, and Mayor Dover is there, and he says, Murphy's little girl, huh?"
Yes, where's my dad?
He says, the guys will come in and they'll have their guns, and he'll like hold his hand and say, your father's not here.
Well, where is he?
He says, I haven't a clue. Probably leaving town.
Well, he wouldn't leave without me.
True. You should be with him.
Do the guards stay in the room?
They do, but the one guy steps forward and he says, "I saw her get shot. The bullets didn't harm her." Dover stands up. "Is this true?"
Yes. I must speak with you.
And he says, "So you're an infiltrator?"
If that's what you want to call it, but can you please ask your goons to leave the room? This is between you and me.
And he says, "Anything you have to say to me, you can say in front of them."
You're an asshole.
All right, fine.
Pierce the mask.
No, yeah, not with the other people around though.
No, not your own mask. His
No, I know. You can't really pierce a mask with a crowd.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try that then.
Because all we need is him
Well, now that we've
nodding at us.
now that everything is out in the open, I'm here to try and convince you of it. Or I'm here to try to find out what your involvement is with Aegis and Dominus.
Yeah. Roll Pierce Mask.
Oh god, I hate these guys.
You're an asshole. Quote of the night.
8.
Okay, so you get to ask one question. Unless you have a thing.
I don't have a thing. How could I get your character to help me out, guys? How can I get your character to
What do you need?
Help.
Stop helping Dom.
just
Yeah.
well, for lack of better words, yeah, to come back?
Well, you originally sent her to discover why he has such a beef with superheroes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, be like,
Why do you?
Oh yeah, that's right.
how can I get your character? Well,
What is it that you have against us? Like, I mean, surely you have a family of your own. You got to know that we're here to keep your family safe, to make a difference in the community, and you're joining sides with the bad guys. They're only going to deceive you in the end. You cannot trust these villains.
Yeah, he sits back down and he says, "The council killed my family."
Wow.
takes the insomnia off.
I'm sure. Was it an accident?
An accident. They're still dead. And why? Because they had to catch a bank robber.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't their fault.
And he says their lack of control, their lack of responsibility.
Well, I can certainly understand how you feel. But we are the new era, and we are not as reckless as they are.
And he kind of looks at the situation at hand and he says, "You've done nothing to prove that to me. And if you are the new era, well, I hate you the most."
Can I provoke him? Or have I just completely failed?
How could I gain influence over you is a good thing.
Well, I don't have that. I can't ask any more questions.
You can assess the situation, let's say.
Superior.
I'm gonna try these dice one more time. Nope. I got a 1.
Okay, yeah, so you're scrambling for something. And he says, the reason I joined with Dominus is because he is going to put an end to all superheroes. And he says, it's only a matter of time, of course. No, you leave my office quietly.
Okay, I'll leave quietly, but you just remember when everything is said and done, and we defeat Dominus, everything is coming to light.
And he kind of smirks when you say, "When we defeat Dominus." He kind of smirks and he says, "Yes. If."
And I'll just leave. I'll grab Mason and exit the building.
Yeah, and they'll follow you out with guns and stuff. So,
Sure.
and so, the next scene is what? Everybody coming back together.
Whew.
Well, I didn't make any headway with Ben fucking over. He's he hates us. Apparently, the council killed his parents in a bank robbery on accident, and I couldn't get through to him.
Does this have any memory for me with previous, my mentor's previous adventures?
When you hear about it, you can probably recall, like, there's been accidents in the past. Just elements that are just out of control, like they fly in through the freaking ceiling, and like a slab of concrete smashes somebody. Just weird shit.
Stereotypical
Anyway,
superhero stuff.
I couldn't make any headway with him. How did it go with Vincent?
Let's just say we're gonna have some loose ends after all this.
As for us, I know we stalled him, but I don't know, how do we resolve it then?
Well, you stalled him a lot, so like the chances that he's gonna basically you put yourself on a time crunch. So like, I mean, he's gonna head over there, but it might be a while. So you have a while before he'll probably get there.
So what now?
Plus, I flattened his tires before I left.
No.
Good job.
Here's your keys back.
I was like, give him his keys. You just let him, it's his car, flatten tires.
You should have locked him in the back of the cop car.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe he'd have to like walk from here to the mountain, like from here to Macedon.
Oh God.
Like,
You got a couple hours.
Oh, Mason's with me, by the way.
Okay, yeah. So Mason's with you.
I'm sworn to protect him at this point.
So he knows.
Oh, also, I think.
Wait, did you ever change your clothes back?
Yeah, I did.
Damn it.
Of course I did.
Damn it.
Don't y'all wish.
Yes.
Does the mask come into play since I chose Savior to embody? Since I not only revealed myself to my dad, but Mason as well.
Does your what come into play?
The Janice moved the mask. And also, I'll Save You is another Janice move that I think.
So, you can mark potential, for sure. When you reveal your secret identity to someone who didn't know it already, mark potential.
Yeah. But I get you're willing to pay high cost to keep your loved one safe. Reveal your secret identity to someone watching or mark a condition to defend a loved one as if you rolled a 12 plus.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure what that even means.
So basically, if you're in a situation like if you were in the cafeteria, like when you were in the cafeteria and Mason was in danger from the hacker lady, and you like jumped to save him. If you hadn't rolled high enough and you weren't gonna save him, you could have revealed. You could have used your powers,
Okay.
revealed your identity to onlookers. And that would have been the cost for acting as though you rolled a 12 or higher.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically like an automatic win, but you have to. The cost is you reveal yourself.
How'd it go with your brother?
He hates me.
Well,
Well, that's a good start.
Mission accomplished.
I'm actually sad about it.
Oh,
I promise it probably doesn't have to be a permanent thing.
Better not be a permanent thing. I like that crazy bastard.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that.
Neither do I. It's okay.
We stalled Lieutenant Dan as much as we could. But he wasn't going to be compliant, so... If worse came to worse, we could probably just drag him to the outskirts.
he's alright.
But he should be fine.
Meanwhile, it's his
His car's not
working.
His car's not working. I look at you and I raise an eyebrow. And you're like, that's the exact giggle.
This is what get you.
Okay.
So, how does this affect Dominus now?
You don't know.
Alright, leader.
I guess we gotta go see what we did.
I need to clip that.
Was he still a giant, like, crash in the city?
Yeah.
Nick's face when you say it. Oh, look at how depressed he is. I'm clipping that. As soon as you say it, he just goes down.
It's like recapture.
I guess now we're just gonna fight.
I'm trying to figure out if I can use either of these team moves, but I don't think either are going to help. Can I assess the situation?
Maybe it looks like his blast got weaker or anything. Then we can try to tell that.
Basically, like you've followed through with the plan. You've severed as many links as you possibly can. You hope, and you know that she failed.
Poor thing.
Did anybody else fail?
Everybody else passed.
Everybody else passed. Was there? I feel like there was one thing that was kind of.
We skipped over my situation.
Oh right, yeah. And so there's that.
Oh, here's a picture for
Did
you.
you?
What the fuck?
Did you want to take care of that?
Already taken care of.
All right. So yeah. So how'd that go?
That's why she was crying.
Oh no, it wasn't Cygnus with him. No, it was just some other girl.
Oh, yeah.
Shocker.
Sorry, I meant to give this to Frozen.
And Malice.
Well, I'm sad times two.
I'm, for once, going to lie to the group and say I've handled that.
Just use your anger out on Dominance, Frozen.
That you've handled Cygnus.
The Cygnus situation.
Okay.
But if you haven't, and then
He
you-
handled
then-
it.
Yeah, but if you don't exist, this wouldn't have
Two
started
handles.
to be fixed in the first place. Is my personal feeling.
Did you really like him?
My personal excuse.
You hand
In character attic.
This time shit's messing with my head.
So yeah, so basically you're at the point where you've done as much as you can do, and you can only hope that you've done enough
Alright,
to stop the
beat his
future
ass.
from happening.
Kind of just want to confront him now. But I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, can we assess the situation?
It's basically all you got.
Is to
So-
confront him?
Well, is the I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, that's as far as you know that you've done all that you can. And assess the situation won't really reveal any more information.
It's just like, I don't know about you guys, but can't just let them keep destroying the city.
I adjust my mentor's gear a little bit better.
Throw the shades on.
Ready?
Kick some butt.
How do I use this?
Explosion.
Okay then.
There's more buttons banging when it hits.
Okay.
And Dan will come back out and he'll.
With some lemonade.
No, he's got he
Found out the weapons.
what's something that your dad would do. So he like
Packed you
to
some
kind of
lunch.
send you guys off
Packed you some lunch, guys. Make sure.
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
snacks.
There's like little stickers on each little Ziploc bag. They're all labeled.
Gosh.
Yeah. He's labeled some snacks for you, and he.
Frozen. I put some extra ice cubes in there for you.
Aw.
It's just ice cream.
Yes.
And he'll hand you yours, and he'll say, "Be safe out there, a little cat." Kit Kat. He calls you Kit Kat.
Oh.
Kit
Thanks, Dad.
Everybody wants to adopt your dad as their own now. Like.
You can have him.
Yeah.
And Mason will be like, Molly Xerox.
Whoa, what?
Wait, what?
Oh,
This is a private moment between them.
Okay.
What happened?
Mason, yeah, he'll say Molly, Xerox, or it's like Molly. I mean Xerox. You know, he's getting used to it. Yeah, he'll say what you were saying over text earlier. I thought it was just you being like kind of goofy or whatever. But I want you to know that you're my best friend, and he says that I'm going to be watching and I'm going to be cheering for you, and I am so thankful. And I wish that you had told me sooner that you were a superhero. I could have given you guys some more positive press.
Well, a tear will run down my cheek, and I'll say, "Don't worry about all that. I will try not to let you down."
Yeah, and he'll give you a hug.
We're all watching from the camera in the next room.
Yeah.
Just them hugging.
I turn the cameras off because
What the fuck are they talking
I'm not this.
So and then it's go time. How do you guys arrive on the scene? We'll do the last battle very much like we started the game.
Is there
How do you
anything cool?
arrive? How do
Is
you
there
arrive on
anything
the
cool
scene?
that was in your like mentors thing we can all show up in? Like something
A
bad.
limousine.
Well, I was figuring
A limousine.
we could all.
a tactical limo.
I was figuring we could all
I guess it's a Hummer.
enter. We could all enter how the person we're taking over for would.
I don't want to be in a wheelchair.
You could.
That's the quote of the night.
Yeah, that's getting clipped. That's clipped right now. Holy shit.
Did not see that coming. Well, like entering with an explosion, entering how her father would, entering how I forgot the one she's.
I think maybe we should all like show up like one at a time, like one person attacks, then the next one, so forth. So like one person goes attack, he attacks them, then someone shows up.
Okay, so who confronts
that.
first?
That's not
I'll do it.
Okay. So here's the scene. So we see the sky, we see the cityscape, right? Atop the building is one from far away is one small dot. But as Dominus is moving closer, we can make out that it is Redwing, and his cape is like billowing behind him, and he's got his stuff.
Kind of like how
And-
Batman's braces is.
He's got his stuff, and he calls out to Dominus.
Well, seeing how your token keys aren't working for you anymore, I think it's time to pick up where we left off.
So Dominus will approach, and he'll just silently acknowledge you, and then the sky will begin to rumble, and this like the clouds will begin to swirl above him, and this eye will open up. It's like a huge like reverse cyclone that goes up. This like purple lightning will begin to crackle down, and he looks up into the cyclone, and he looks back at you, and he smiles, and he says, "Yes, this is how I remember it."
Oh shit.
Help.
Just trying to scare me.
Well, one thing's changed, and that's your future.
And
Worst dad pun for this situation.
yeah, and he'll like one of the bolts of lightning that are crackling around will come down and like strike you where you stand.
Can I do a whole like tool to like lightning rod it kind of thing?
Maybe. Do you directly engage the threat?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be a fun roll.
We need music for this.
6.
6. Oh well. Take a powerful blow.
Yeah. Oh no. 8. So
Choose one.
give ground. Give ground.
Okay. Yeah. So it hits you, and
You can hear us all laughing very, very obviously.
so it hits you, and the actual ledge of the building gives way, and you begin to fall down the side of the building. Who's next?
We need some flex tape for that now.
I think if Kennedy should come in like catch him or something.
What was the question?
Who's next?
Who's next?
Red Wing is falling.
I will come running in, I guess, if nobody else wants to.
I mean, I can like levitate in
I can teleport in.
and save him.
Would you save me is the question.
Me?
No, Matt.
Depends on how I'm feeling.
So who's acting?
We go ahead.
Do you want to, if you want to?
No, it's okay.
Meanwhile, he's falling.
Yeah, like, if you really want to, no, it's
He's
okay.
your dad.
Yeah.
So you'll fly in with your telekinetic. Go ahead and defend. Roll savior.
Seven?
Okay. So you can do it, but you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
So great.
I will. How can the situation be escalated?
You could.
Barely missed catching.
You could like maybe you could catch him But while you're moving him, you're actually moving into another attack. With the I don't know. I have such a hard time with that one. How do you think?
Because like exposing myself to danger, so it's very obvious. Like that would be a moving into the attack one, or like something where I would get hit. But
Right.
escalating the situation, it sounds like it can be tense, but everything still comes out okay.
Maybe she catches them, but then they both start going to crash into like another building or something.
Okay, yeah. So maybe So maybe you go to catch him, and then but you end up so you catch him, but you end up flying into the building as well to do so. And then so you've got him, but now both of you are kind of falling, but you've got a telekinetic grasp on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna teleport to them and grab them and then teleport to the ground.
Okay. Roll save.
Really good at defending, not attacking.
I don't do it.
So you jump in and grab them to teleport. Take a powerful blow as this big purple hand reaches towards you.
Can I defend her?
Yeah.
You want to roll low, so
Can I like defend her? Maybe
let's-
like have my roots come up and like grab his hand down.
That's good. That's what you want.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
5.
5. Okay, yeah. So this
Now I'm done with you.
so you teleport over. You've got a hold of them, and you're falling with them now. And as you're falling, he's reached up to swipe at you guys, and he hits you, and kind of knocks you away from them. But you stand strong from his attack, and so but now you're falling as well. So you don't take like any damage or anything, but you're not able to save them, and you are now falling as well. And he kind of laughs out loud. His laugh reverberates through the whole city. And this, like I said, there's this like reverse cyclone up in the sky, the purple lightning. And
How
stuff.
do we know if this is gonna work with all the key components and stuff?
We don't.
Okay, I guess I'll come on the scene next.
Okay. What do you do?
They're still
I will super
I'll
long
already be
jump
dead if this doesn't work.
right at the foot, and I will see the cyclone, and I will try to absorb the wind.
Okay. So you
To
jump.
reverse
So you jump up into the cyclone.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an unleash your powers.
Can I have 2 more d6?
Here, here's the one Nicole just threw away.
You need the bad ones?
No, I just grabbed this one.
That was bad.
Don't tell me that.
Oh, there's Kiki. Being the devil.
Next chair.
Yeah, that's her chair
Yeah,
now.
I told you.
So 7.
Here she come.
No.
Princess.
Yeah. No, 8.
Here she is.
8 to unleash your powers. So mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
I've already got 2 conditions.
When you come in, either say
I will mark
say
one more
one of them
condition.
should.
What's your condition,
Really
Leroy?
good on record.
You're with affinity. You're with affinity.
No, I'm saying you should only try to save one.
I'm not
Kind of thing.
gonna say no way.
If you want to give us a save,
I guess I feel pretty afraid.
It fits her so well.
Pretty what?
Pretty afraid.
Okay, yeah. So you're in the thick of the storm, and as you climb up there, you're trying to reverse it. You're trying to take control of it, take control of the energy that it's generating, which feels unlike any energy that you've felt ever before. This feels weird, and you're up there, but you're still trying to gain control of it, and it makes you afraid. Now you're able to sort of harness this. What are you going to do with it? Is the question. But I want to ask Felix.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Not even the same. Not even the same.
This is the mashup edition.
damn.
I don't think I've ever been that bad. Thrash.
Your old man is
Felix
coming
is-
out.
What's going
he's
on?
not even alive in the
I
He's in
know.
the storm, right?
He's in our. She's in the storm.
Yeah, she jumped up way up into the air into the storm.
I don't know what's going on with that. And they're still falling, right?
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's falling now.
Free fall.
I'm going to try to like maybe have some like roots come up and catch them.
Okay,
So then they
roll
fall.
defend.
What is that?
Savior.
Savior.
Oh, you're not that bad. 6.
I had to say it. Wait, add a team to the pool. You do help Snow.
Yeah.
Like the one that he
Snow.
like the one that he doesn't get. You do like
Yeah.
a snow fall for him.
Yeah,
Like
a snow panda.
yeah.
A snow panda
Snow
to catch us
pandas.
all. There are safety nets.
So that'd be a 7.
Do you add a team to the pool?
Yeah, dude.
And what do you do?
Like a snow panda.
For the one that he doesn't get.
Yeah.
Okay. So these vines come up out of the ground, sprawling towards you. You guys know exactly what that means. So
Thrash shit.
So you expose yourself to danger, or you escalate the situation. What's up?
What's to expose myself to danger? I'll just do that. Expose myself to danger.
Okay. So so you make the vines grow, but the swirling. So the swirling, reversing the swirl of the vortex, has created this suction upward, and you've kind of placed yourself like right below the vortex to grow these roots to save them, and you can feel it like lifting you up into it, and as it does, you basically come face to face with giant Dominus, and you can see his like big face, and his eyes begin to glow. So the vines have come up and grabbed everybody, momentarily stopping your fall.
I call Snow Pain.
Yeah, somebody gets Snow Pan. And you guys can see Dominus has Thrash in his trash.
Can I go again?
Does anybody else want to do anything?
Who has not gone yet?
Well, for she helped, but do you want to do something else?
I mean, you can directly engage. You got a +3.
I guess I could try to use a gauntlet and see what it can do.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'll try to do is use ice to like throw myself up at Dominus' face and try to use the gauntlet to blast it in the face.
Okay.
Roll directly engage for danger.
Space!
10,
Spicy!
13.
Okay, yeah. So
Blast his face off. Okay.
so you pick 2 of those things from the list.
I'm going to create an opportunity, and is there anything I can take from him?
His eyesight.
He's blind now.
Yeah. You might be able to take.
Can you take that vortex?
Thrash from him?
Take Thrash from him.
He's mine.
Alright.
I claim him as
my
mine.
friend.
And like you have like ice powers and stuff, right? So maybe
Yeah.
maybe you start weighing him down with the ice, and it kind of pulls him away from the vortex, and then you're able to create an opportunity as well by like maybe like firing at his eyes with your fire side, right?
Fireside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you ice skate up and you like pop him in the eyes, and then you start to weigh down Thrash from the vortex. You also feel it pulling up on you as well, though. Now that you're directly under it and engaging Dominus. So that will happen. And then your allies will get an opportunity.
I take one since I'm like right there.
Sure.
I'm gonna become the monster. Try to like even the odds a little bit.
Okay.
12.
Is this the freak thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do it.
Cool. And then I guess I'll just like punch him, I guess.
Okay.
What is that? Like directly engage or?
Yeah.
What is that?
Danger.
Danger.
She's pathetic.
7.
Okay. So you can pick one of those things from the list.
You can do that or take away the cyclone.
Okay. I guess I could.
Because you do that, you get some condition.
I'll just impress, surprise, or frighten them.
Okay. Yeah. So you grow large and you land this blow on him. He's also going to. So you'll land a blow on him, and he'll kind of like step back a little bit, and he'll like rub his jaw. He's got this black stuff around his eyes. He'll rub his jaw, and he'll look up at you, and he'll say, "Interesting." And then he'll go to punch you back, and he just hits like a brick, man, and you'll take a powerful blow.
Alright.
Roll back.
Roll low.
Can I end that? I gotta see the way.
Roll low.
He does the opposite of what he's supposed to do.
So on a 10+, choose one of those things from the list there. Who else wants to go? You guys are the Infinity, Malice, and Red Wing are being held up by vines. So you got this the cyclone sucking upwards. You've got him down there. He just slugged Thrash. There's also this lightning around as well.
Is there anything I could use to trip them? Like a fallen building, a
Wait,
rather large hole.
Wait, they're gonna.
I use my power pole.
so, question. He has a thing where if he directly engages, he gets an extra choice even if he misses. Could he use that to do resist or avoid the blow?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do
Yes,
that
you could.
then.
Okay. Yeah. So he goes to hit you, and you catch his fist and impress him.
Cool.
So you can lift up anything you want and throw it at him or trip him or whatever. It'll be directly engage the threat if you would like to attack him.
Don't use a car.
I'm just trying to look in
Somebody's
here,
driving
I don't know.
Helicopter.
Right again.
What would you like to do?
I don't know. We can move to somebody else until I figure out what I want to do.
Okay. Did you want to attack or did you want to?
I don't know what else there is I can do other than attack. And I don't know how. I mean, he's huge and I'm small and I really don't have anything I could use.
You could like if you wanted to trip him up. So basically, that would be like a directly engaged threat, and then you could.
Yeah, but I don't know what is what I'm saying.
A car or a
car's enough
bus
to trip
or
him.
huh?
A car's enough to trip them.
If you hit him in the knee really hard, you could you kind of get him down on one knee and create an opportunity for your allies.
I forgot my two misses.
Yeah, I miss.
What did you do instead?
Huh?
Oh, so you roll directly.
Yeah, I
Okay, yeah. So you go in. So you take the bus and you go to hit him with it, and he's just going to kick it back at you, and it's going to hit you with full force. You can take a power.
Can I roll defend real quick?
Where
tackle
are
her out
you?
of the
You're on the vines.
I'm in the snow pit near.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're in the snow panda. So if you would like to roll to defend.
Just be a nice spot.
Avengers. 3. 13.
Okay.
Thank God.
So and you get to do one of those things. Oh, and since now that you have all come together, there's also the other thing too, right?
To go to a team to
when
the
you
pool.
enter battle against a dangerous foe as a team, you add 2 teams to the pool, and then if the leader has influence over every teammate, add another team.
I don't have influence over everyone. Unless you're hiding the fact that I actually do.
You don't have influence over me either.
If everyone
So,
has the
2.
same purpose in the fight, add another team.
Defeat.
Yeah. Defeat those.
If any team member mistrusts the leader of the team, remove a team.
I mean, we don't have a leader to distrust, so.
Oh.
Which also negates my +1 that we had. So
And if your team is ill-prepared or off-balance, remove a team.
I wouldn't say
Yeah,
we're
rough
out there off
situation.
my
we're
Completely prepared.
Yeah.
no, we're neither.
We were pretty prepared for
we're
this.
prepared.
We went,
I'm saying we're off balance because. Never mind.
Because
Alright,
what?
fine. I don't think we're off balance.
Who's off balance?
Just because they don't think you're the leader doesn't mean we're off balance. We're all still trying
Well, I
to.
was going with the
keep
fact
it
that
good.
someone's trying to push me out.
Why'd you point
It's
at
all
her?
about
I pointed at you.
Okay, good, because it's me.
So yeah, so
we have three teams.
Huh?
We have 3 teams in the pool.
3, yeah. So as the bus is being kicked back towards you, and it goes to hit you, you're going to defend with what?
I'm gonna use a grappling hook and yank her back in.
Okay, yeah. So you yanked out of the way just in time into a snow panda with your dear old dad.
Thank you, Snow Panda.
And then you're gonna choose to add a team to the pool.
Yeah.
Okay. So so that happens. Lightning is crackling all around. Malice, you're on the vine, right? And you're going to see that there's this. You're going to see. So he kicks the bus, right? And then he's going to lift his foot up to smash you, and it's going to start coming down on you.
Okay. I'm gonna teleport out of the way.
Okay. And where to?
I guess just to the ground, like away from him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to like you said, like trip him. So I don't know if I can. I think I can teleport like a whole car. So like if I hit him in the knees with a car or something like that.
Well, his foot is coming back down. Perhaps you could like put something. You could
giant
move
Lego.
something there.
Like a rock.
From Legoland. Go to Legoland, grab a Lego, and then put it underneath his foot.
And
BRB.
roll directly engage threat. It happens like that.
Because you
Because you know
teleport.
where Legoland is.
She goes there instead of school.
8.
Okay, so
Pick one of those.
you can pick one of those, yeah.
Probably the first one.
So do I get to do what I wanted to do?
So basically, by putting something under his feet, maybe you'd want to take away his balance.
Yeah.
So you would be able to do that if you want to do that. However, you'd be opening yourself up to because when you roll that, they also get to sort of do damage to you or something bad happens to you as well.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you teleport the thing down, you take away his balance, and then so he's gonna step on this Lego. And he's gonna be like, "Ah!" he's gonna begin to like sort of fall backwards a little bit, and as he does, he steps into the ground really hard, and the street is actually going to begin to shift, and you're going to begin to slide down along with a bunch of other cars as well, down towards his into the the sewers below, essentially, as his foot kind of plunges down. And
Could I telekinetically pick her up?
roll defend. And then I want to check in with Molly
Freaking
too.
try!
I mean, it's what your dad's good at.
Mm, 9? Yeah, 9. So it costs me. I'll expose myself to danger, but she will be safe.
Okay, yeah. So you will jump in, like let's say you like jump in, you telekinetically thrust her out, and then the cars begin to pile in on you.
I'm right there.
So you expose yourself to danger?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So then the cars begin to pile in on you. I'm gonna check in with Molly real quick.
Okay, so for energy absorption, fire is a for sure thing. All other elements have been in the past very unstable. Thinking about my dad, thinking about my little brother, Mason Turner, everything is just flashing before my eyes. I'm going to try to believe in myself and absorb the lightning and release it back,
Okay.
like orally,
Yeah, okay.
towards.
Orally?
Okay. Oh, it took me a second to realize what was going on.
Take a powerful blow as well.
Boys will be boys.
So is this going to be
I'm offended.
at least 2 hours?
Pretty sure the citizens were down.
I will say, if I could try to think of how to defend you again.
Okay. I mean, so I'm going to...
I don't know. I think this would be a directly engaged threat because you're using it to attack,
Okay, fair enough.
essentially.
Yeah.
I marked 2 conditions.
Oh wow. Okay. Which one?
Angry and hopeless.
Okay. So as you're being buried by cars and stuff, you save your friend, but you're also like,
I think it's sucked up, right?
6. Can I add a team to the pool?
You can if someone will help you, you can also do it selfishly as well.
How can we help?
But that's only if they refuse to help you.
How can we help in this situation?
Do another flare to the face. As he's
I
falling.
guess it goes with the story. I guess it's just unstable.
Yeah. So basically, what's going to happen is you'll take a powerful blow as the lightning courses through you, but you don't have control over it, and so it's just going to end up hurting you instead.
7.
Okay. Choose one.
I give ground. My opposition gets an opportunity.
Okay, so you're giving ground will be you kind of just like falling from the sky, and the opportunity that is given is
He's still falling back, isn't he?
yeah, he's still falling back. The opportunity that is given is that the vortex begins to spin itself the right way again. Okay.
I will catch zeros.
Okay, and how are you moving through the air?
Huh?
How are you moving through the air now?
I'm not like big enough. Oh, is that my
Oh, that's right. You're huge. I
'cause I'm
forgot
huge,
you're huge. Yeah.
So-
Okay.
Wow.
So roll defend.
Just throw it up.
Well, I mean,
What's the thing?
I can.
Defend is save.
No.
It don't matter for
Yeah,
you.
I'll pass. More than 10.
You got 12.
Okay. Yeah. So so you will be able to catch her, and as you just pluck her away as she falls from the air. Redwing. And you can add a team to the pool, take influence over her, or clear a condition for yourself.
On the team to pull.
Okay. Redwing. Last we saw you, you were sitting in a snow panda.
Or you saved.
Dominus is falling back. The street has like kind of upturned. You saw that Malice was like being sliding down into the sewers, like about to get piled on by all these cars. And and all of a sudden she gets ejected from the hole, and also your daughter is no longer next to you.
Could I roll defend to try to find her and help her?
Probably wouldn't be a defend. You know where she is. You know where she is. Essentially, she's in the hole somewhere. And then Dominus is kind of like falling back as well.
I don't know what to do to help. I'm actually in awe.
Let's make an attack on him.
I have a -3.
You can still try.
Yeah.
How about this? As he's falling back, it's creating this perfect angle to run up his body.
Okay. I'll like run up and like take like one of my mentor's weapons and like jab it into him, kind of thing.
Okay. So you'll begin to run up his body. Yeah. Okay. So you'll be able to run up his body, and you just want to like attack him.
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
Yeah, so you go to hit him with this like gauntlet, and you're just gonna get like electricity is just gonna pop off of him, and it's gonna like it's gonna throw you back, so that you're not falling off of his body.
Powerful blow.
Not yet.
Okay.
And then Ice Princess.
I was being sucked up.
But now you're not, because the
I'm
vortex.
falling.
Yeah, now you're falling because the vortex is going back to its normal way.
I'll create my own snow panda and land in it.
Okay, so you create your snow panda and land in it. What else would you like to do? There's a lot of stuff going on.
Can I somehow freeze? Well, she's in the hole, right? I can't freeze the cars.
Yeah, they've already gone down.
Ah.
And she's kind of disappeared from view. Meanwhile, she's being ejected, and Malice is being ejected. Redwing is falling, and then because you hear this like, then you see him like shooting off into the distance, and then Thrash is giant and is just like he slugging this thing, and then actually right now he's like reaching out and like grabbing something gently. That's what he's doing.
I guess I'll create more snow pandas for them to land in, or can I just say one at a time?
Snow Panda, defend.
Savior. 9.
Okay. And it costs you. You expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
I'll expose myself to danger.
Okay. So you'll pop up these snow pandas, and as you do that. And as you do that, I'm really having a hard time coming up with something to say, because he's falling. I'm trying to use the elements that I have around me. He's falling, so maybe he's fallen, and there's this like tremor across the ground. You've created these like snow pandas, but then you see this this fissure like open up right underneath of you as the street begins to crack and spread and threaten to swallow you up. What would you like to do, Malice?
So I'm in the air?
Yeah.
Being ejected. Okay,
And the last thing you saw,
My hand in the middle.
as she slipped in, she pushes you out as she slips into the hole, into the sewers.
okay. I'm gonna teleport down to try to find her.
Okay.
Do I find her?
Where are you? You're so these cars are coming down on you. What's your first instinct?
To push them back with my telekinesis.
Okay, yeah. So you send them spewing out away from you with your telekinesis. As you do, you teleport beside her and do what?
So I'm gonna I'll pick you up or whatever. Teleport out.
Okay, and then where do you guys go?
Let's
Feed you.
yeah, fuck it, we're done. Bye. I don't know. Let's get up on personal. Let's get up on his by his face. Can you lean on his shoulder?
Sure.
You can drop me off, or you can help me kick his butt.
Okay.
But I want to be up there, and I want to
Okay. I'll bring him to his shoulder.
put my pole in his ear hole. I don't know.
What? I'm never giving you a staff.
Alright, so you
in the
guys
future.
teleport to the head.
Can I use my telekinesis to give myself a little bit more of a toe
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
knock him in the head?
Absolutely.
Kiki.
So you
So he's
will
back
do
on
that.
his feet?
Huh?
He's
No,
back
no,
on-
he's crashed on the ground.
Oh, he's on the ground?
yeah, he's
Okay.
laying down. And when you guys teleport to his head, you'll be able to kind of hover you guys there, and he will look up at you and he'll say, "There is nothing that can be done to undo the future. It has been written." And whereas before, your attacks were not doing anything to him. Like the last time you guys fought, you can see that he's pretty banged up. He's looking rough, and he's looking mad. He's showing emotion. He's looking mad. He's looking pretty roughed up, and yeah.
Can I hold him down with my telekinesis?
Okay.
Just so he can't get back up.
Directly engage the threat.
Oh my gosh!
So would you like to create an opportunity for your allies?
No.
Oh, oh my gosh,
No,
you
yeah,
failed.
I
Yeah,
failed.
so you're gonna try to do that, and he's going to sort of reach up and push you away. He's actually gonna push you towards Thrash, and as he begins to get back up. Now you're with her, so you're probably gonna go with her, unless you let her go.
I'll go with you because I can teleport.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
So he'll get up and he'll headbutt you out of the way. You go flying towards him. Take a powerful blow.
I need you to roll this again.
Molly Murphy.
I will instruct
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's what I need. I asked it to do it again, and it
Snake
did it.
Eyes
It
twice.
totally did it.
Molly Murphy.
I will distract Thrash to drop me. And you do, right?
Yeah.
And as right before I hit the ground, I will absorb the kinetic energy of the ball
Okay.
and unleash it in a super punch to the face.
Okay, yeah, so you go boing and then spring towards him as he's getting up and then go directly engage with the threat.
Yeah, knock him back down.
Nice.
12.
Okay, and so is this creating an opportunity for your allies or impressing, surprising, correcting opposition?
Creating an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. And what'd you roll?
12.
Okay, and you get to choose another one as well.
Well, I'd like to impress him, but what was the other one?
Resist or avoid their blows, or create an opportunity, or take something from them, or impress, surprise, or threaten.
Do I see any kind of relics or maybe something that might store his powers?
No, but you can see that his skin is beginning to crack and peel, and when you knock him back, he begins to accelerate the process, and he looks afraid when you hit him, and he says, "No, no." And he's gonna scramble. He's gonna try to scramble to his feet again. Thrash.
Is he like up or no? Is he still trying to
I
like
think I
get
knocked
up?
him back down.
Yeah, you knocked back down.
I want to climb like to a high building, like and give him a freaking elbow drop right to the chest.
Okay. Directly engage threat.
What was that?
Danger.
Danger.
But you automatically get 1, so you get 2.
So you get 2.
I'll press surprise or frighten him, and I guess I'll give another opportunity for somebody if they need it.
Okay, so you'll drop down on him, and he will kind of like begin to grapple with you.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get the first attack, and it'll like more cracks and cripples come off, and then he'll like try to wrestle with you, and you'll get him pretty much like in a hold essentially, and provided an opportunity for your ally, Red Wing.
I'm falling.
Are you falling again?
Remember the lightning struck me
No,
off?
I think didn't you?
Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
snow paint
you
before
snow
you.
Put
painted me
yourself in
again?
danger
Oh, yeah.
for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
finish
I'm
him!
The
How?
ground's breaking under me, like, because of that.
I can literally not attack. Well, I'll save you from going in the
Roll defend.
crack.
Save it.
8. So
Escalate the situation or expose yourself to danger.
I'll expose myself to the danger.
Okay. So you will push her out of the way of the crack, and so or pull her to one side, but now you're caught on it yourself. Ice Princess. As Red Wing comes in, he kind of like throws you aside, and then he's like kind of teetering on the edge of the crack as well.
I'm gonna throw a snowball at you and knock you over to the other side.
Oh, I thought you meant in.
Roll defend.
10.
Okay. So you're able to
Either clear condition, add a team to the pool.
or take influence over, but you're this massive snowball just like engulfs you and like carries you safely to the other side and deposits you.
Thank you.
And you see this like thumbs up on a mound of snow. Alice,
Little much.
you and Infinity are flying through the air towards
I see.
Thrash. Or you were anyway until he moved. What do you guys do? Flying through the air.
They're not in order.
You took that hit like a champ, by the way. So like he headbutted you, and you were just like,
It's like, I was
yeah,
teleport's back.
Round 2.
yeah. And he's in a hold. Thrash has him basically like in a hold, like a full Nelson, and
He's smart ass. So you freaking copy that.
like-
It was funny
It
though.
wasn't like sarcastic though.
and so Thrash basically has him like at the full Nelson, and she'll teleport you back. What do you guys do?
Finish him.
I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Nine. I get to pick one.
Uh-huh.
Let's take something from him. Let's take his consciousness.
So you plant your father's weapon right into his forehead. You can see that his body is like cracking and peeling away. There's this electrical energy like coming off of him and coming out of the sky. The vortex is like shrinking, and it's like shrinking and expanding. You stand atop of his forehead and you like plant your staff into him and deliver this like telekinetic blow. That just
Reverberates.
reverberates through him. and it just causes all this shit to go off. And what did you choose again? I got lost in my description.
Choose, what do you mean?
Well, which one did you choose?
Directly.
Take something from him. That's
Yeah,
right.
take something.
Yeah. So, and we will take his body, and it just completely disincorporates, and all that remains is
His head in my arms. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
all that remains is this voice that carries out into the wind, and it seems as if it's sucked up by the vortex. And it says, "It is not over. It is never over. I will find a way."
But is he gone now? Oh my god.
Yeah.
But did he die?
Something strange happens, and you're sensitive to this, Molly. The energy that you felt in the vortex, you feel spreading out. As soon as the vortex closes, you feel it spreading out throughout the city. It's just almost overwhelming.
Attention time.
She is. My butt in her head.
It feels like a storm.
I see you.
And it feels like a storm to you, even though everything looks completely fine. It feels like a storm to you. You will look over at infinity, and infinity is fading.
Flicker, 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 flicker.
Do I believe it's because everything has been resolved?
You don't know what to believe. But yeah, sure. You believe it's because everything is resolved.
How am I feeling?
You are
I'm not
like,
feeling good too, Mr. Stark.
yeah, like, is that?
You're feeling like you're feeling this like sudden sense of just being kind of lost. You're not sure where you are or who you are, much like when you arrived, and you.
Oh, would it be a good time for my moment of truth? You want to read it?
Possibly, yeah. Would you like to read it? Or if you want, I can read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you decide.
So, you want me to read it out loud?
Sure.
So everything you can do could affect the future. For all you know, the fact that you saved that one guy that one time means now the future is full of pterodactyls. The connections, the ripples, they're so hard to track. You're not sure if you've helped or hurt. Not really. Not until now. Now in this moment, it's all clear. You can see the course of events laid out before you like a river. You know exactly what you have to do here and now to ensure the future outcome you want. You can reshape the future with perfect certainty. Of course, after this, you've changed enough of the timeline to invalidate your prior research, reset all your names, and you're connecting the dots section. I would say that this is not necessarily bad. This is...
Oh, but I thought it would like reset everything for everybody.
Something is happening.
Oh, okay.
But it is
Not
well, basically...
The main thing is that.
Basically, like things are kind of flickering between like you're looking at the damage of the cities, and it's kind of flickering in and out of existence. Like suddenly, it kind of looks fine, and then it looks like it's been destroyed, and it looks fine, and it's been destroyed. You can see the council headquarters like reappears, and then it doesn't, and just time just seems to be really, really weird right now.
Please comfort me, God, Mom. I need it.
What do you guys do?
I don't know what's happening to me. Is it everybody else or is it just me?
It's you that's flickering with the environment. Everybody else is standing pretty still.
I don't feel too good, Mr. Stark. I don't know what's happening.
I'm just trying to keep tail out of my face.
Get down.
But you can feel yourself slipping away.
Oh, okay. And like my job is fulfilled sort of way, or like I can't.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah, you feel this sense of peace wash over you, as you know the future has been changed.
Is she physically flickering
Yes.
it out?
And that's what
I
was
will
saying,
approach
too.
her and say, Divinity, I hope this is a sign that we've done our job, and if we have, I hope we can meet again in the future.
Everything's going to be okay now.
She just got her hero to give her a thumbs up.
Yeah. Everything is going to be fine. I can
um,
see the future now. Now that Dominus is gone, what is this music?
I want to be like, I'm glad I could have a daughter like you.
Thank you. It was so nice to have friends, because I never had them.
Sorry.
You're my friend, Malice.
It's like Deadpool, where he won't die. Just come back.
But now it's my time to go.
Yeah, and then she just completely disappears. And when she disappears, the entire city goes back to the way it was. The council has returned. It's as though nothing ever happened.
Wow, they don't even know we saved the day.
It don't matter.
That's for me.
Perfect music. It's
Um,
like sad and happy.
Do you run the
Nick, are
Terry
you gonna
or
cry?
Jerry?
I was laughing at Keith.
Nick, you gonna cry?
I'm fine.
I thought I was.
you all
Those are emotional
you all
parts.
return to your respective lives and homes, and the
Like
world
as
just
heroes or like
Huh?
as heroes? Like are we like right back to our regular?
Or are we right to where before we met
Yeah.
Infinity?
Where do you guys go? Where do each of you go?
I go to
I go
Jerry's.
to Mayor Dober's office to kick his ass. No, I call. First thing I do is I call my dad.
Yeah, and he picks up. He's just like, "Hey, what's up, honey bun?"
It was all a dream.
Not much. Just checking in, seeing how you are.
Yeah, and he says, "Well, I'm a little busy at work. I think Grandma's gonna come over tonight and watch you guys."
Awesome. I'll make his popcorn.
And he says, "Yeah, love you.
I
Bye.
love you too. Bye.
Where do you go?"
Jerry's office.
Yeah, you turn. You go in. Jerry turns. It's like, "Hey!" You know,
Hey.
it's like, he's got another shot for you.
Is
No,
Thrash
I'll pass on that.
is Thrash crying and
Huh?
happy to see him? Is he emotional to
I'm
see
just
Jerry?
like smiling.
Do you give him a big hug?
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I just got like
Jerry.
a bear hug, like
Yeah.
like just like up in the air.
Yeah, he's just like, what's gotten into you? I mean, he's actually like clocking your strength. Like, he's like monitoring the strength of the hug. Yeah. Where do you go?
Straight to the council to see if my dad's there.
Yeah. Well,
Dad?
Talon is actually at his headquarters.
Headquarters? Okay.
Yeah.
I go straight to his headquarters.
Right. And so you guys have not changed. So you're actually still wearing his shit.
He's like, the fool.
As soon as I see him, I like take off like his mask and be like, I think you're right. I'm not ready
Ready for what?
to be him.
He says, I never wanted you to beat me. He says, I just wanted to be there when you found out who you are.
Then I cry.
Frozen?
I go home and
Your brother?
I go to Storm, give him a quick hug, and walk away.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't happen.
Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah. What?
Malice?
I will teleport home to make sure my dad is there and it's okay.
Yeah. He's pulling cookies out of the oven.
Oh.
He's got like the dad apron on, like the oven mitts, and he's just
Best
like,
dad.
Kiss the cook.
yeah. He's like, hey, Kit Kat.
Hey, Dad. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, weirdest thing though, my phone is just all messed up.
I can fix it.
Yeah, and he's like locked himself out again. He's tried so many times.
I'll take care of that for you.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna cry. So that's why I'm like.
Surprise, you still exist.
I'm a wuss.
You go to when you fade back out, you fade back in, and this is the day that you originally arrived to Halcyon City. You're not quite sure who you are or where you came from.
I thought this was supposed to be emotional, and now I'm just like.
But you're here, and you're not sure if it's because you belong here, or if you're just not sure if you belong here, or if it's just because you had nowhere else to go. But you are here.
But I don't remember why.
And if we play this again with these characters, you'll choose a different playbook.
Alright.
So the final moment is when you're fixing your dad's phone. You find that it's all whacked out. It actually is broken, but there's something strange on it. It's this picture, a group photo
I'm gonna cry.
of everybody together right before the last fight.
Okay. Our fucked up group photo we had. The music does not help. I'm such a wimp.
And then that's the game.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, end the stream before I cry.
Yeah.
I'm going off camera.
Yeah, that's the game. Have a good night, everybody.
Cry.
No, I'm fine.